nice microphone disturbance.
Who's that? What? Is that me? Sorry.
I think so.
I don't think it's it.
It's not me.
My microphone's nowhere near me. It's over here. But...
Somebody is. Yo, yo, yo! How are we doing, folks? Welcome to another issue, or issue, I guess. Yeah, issue. This is like a magazine that you're watching.
Yeah, we've got a lot of issues. Yeah,
we've got a lot of issues. Another episode. How about that? Another episode of What Did We Do This Week? And someone's having some serious microphone issues.
What? I can't.
Not me.
Is it... What?
It's somebody.
I don't know what.
It might not. It might not be you, Aid. It might not be you.
I don't know.
Hang
I'm
on.
plugged in. Is it you?
Yeah.
See if it still happens.
Is it you? You're rumbling again, or whatever it is you had before.
I hope not. No, I think we're good.
It's good and clear now. So yes, what we did this week is where we kind of catch up in a virtual pub, which we ain't got no pub background or anything like that, but it's kind of a chatting sort of session like you would in the pub with no beer but coffee. And we're joined by DJ Goffy Dude and also DJ Reanimator, aka Chris and Aid. Hi guys, how you doing?
Is that good?
Good, man. You?
I'm
right.
I'm awesome actually. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
And we were talking about some things just before we went live, and it sounds like we got a pretty fun or interesting issue.
Yeah, I'm having an episode.
Okay,
I have episodes. I have episodes and issues. So whatever you want to call it.
Comes with the age, Aid.
I know it does.
It comes with the age. I got my Shadow Rock mug. It's kind of a dirty cup. Jax, hello, how you doing? Laugh my ass off. How you doing, mate? It's a good intro. It's a good start, isn't it? Really, it really is.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
So, who wants to go first, Chris?
Yeah, baby.
Do you want to go
Chris,
first?
you go first.
Okay.
You've got more interesting news than the rest of us.
Gosh, where do I start? When was the last time I was on? It was probably before we went house hunting for the third time.
Yeah, it was before you went house
2 weeks
hunting.
ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay, so, gosh, long or short version.
Well,
So
all right,
we
carry on.
decided that, the East Riding area we just couldn't afford to look at. So we've looked a bit further north there, a bit closer to Mum, which, to be fair, is all for the better.
Right.
And houses are of a better, shall we say, quality, I'm afraid. For the money that we've got anyway, you can get a lot more for your money and a better quality of house.
Yeah. Because some of the pictures
that's...
you've been sending us and that lot over social media, various different social medias, some of those were quite questionable. It's like, I probably wouldn't even go through the front door.
Oh, right. So the ones, oh my gosh, those ones, they were quite bad.
Yeah.
When the estate agent says, just watch where you put your feet, and you find stuff in there which is very, shall we say, nefarious. We'll leave it there. But dodgy, not the word. So that I'm glad that we drew a line under that, and we decided to go for this other area. So now we have found a house.
Yay!
It didn't take us long, to be honest with you. It was property number 1 out of 6 that we had got lined up to see.
Did you go and see the other ones then after property number 1?
We saw one other.
Okay, and then you just felt like no. First one is it.
Yeah, we just thought, why are we wasting our time here? Let's put an offer in on this one, because from looking at the prospectus, so looking at the details online of the other properties that we got queued up, they were very similar to property number 2, and we knew that that's not what we were looking for, and they fell short on the parking issue.
I know parking is a main thing for you because you're a bit of a petrol head and you want to keep an eye on your car.
Yeah. I do like to tinker and to have my own garage. when I had the house before in Rushton there, just up in Bedfordshire. It was great, but the problem was the job I was doing at the time didn't allow me the time to tinker in the garage. By the time I'd done my working day, that was it. I was through. And to be fair, it was a bit of a shack of a garage as well. So this is a proper brick-built garage, probably with power and lights, which is good. It's also got a forecourt, so I can park the van in the back of the property. So I can strip out the camper and really build it how I want to. And it's a passion of mine. I like to fiddle around with mechanical stuff, as you know, and get my hands dirty. I don't mind that at all.
Just before you carry on, Chris, let's have a quick shout out to the two guys that have just joined us. There's Jax.
All right.
Jax usually is in the stream for the Lego investment as well as, and he's also a keen Lego investor himself. And also, we've just been joined by the legendary, haven't seen him in a long time.
Oh.
So Jax just shouted Lego in capital letters. Real EB. Really B, what is up, my dude? Thanks so much for coming by. Really B, this is a new thing. We don't do gaming anymone. We do Lego building. Well, these guys do. I haven't touched the game now in about 12 weeks, so it's been a while, and it's still counting down. But really B, just give you a quick recap. This is, on a Saturday we talk about what we've been doing throughout the week. If you've got anything you want to say and you want to come on and tell us what you've been doing, really B, we're on the PlayStation chat, mate. So, it'd be really cool to catch up with you. Even if it's for a short bit, because I know you've always been busy. But it is really, really good to see you, really, B. Anyway, Chris, yes, carry on. Your cars.
Okay, so it ticks my boxes. It's got 3 bedrooms, so one bedroom we're going to designate to the eBay business. So that's that.
Yep. Yeah. Second bedroom,
we'll also room. Right. We'll be able to have guests over and that kind of thing. It's quite close to major towns as well and road links, so all good. And what's really nice about it is, we, with the equity that we've got in our flat here, which we sold for a ridiculous, stupid amount of money for what it is, we're able to buy this property outright, so we won't have any rent or mortgage, which will be amazing.
Nice. So you feel like you got a good price for your flat then?
Oh yeah, yeah. The flat's just ridiculous. Okay. For what it is. It's just a 1-bedroom flat. It's a nice 1-bedroom flat, but it's just a 1-bedroom flat.
Yeah.
But here in Bedfordshire, it's just stupid. The value is just because we couldn't buy a house like this that we've just bought up north for this money. There's just no way. It doesn't exist. You can't do it.
Yeah.
In fact, we couldn't afford to buy a house outright, not even outright, but even mortgaged. They wouldn't give us a mortgage for one. So,
how much would you say would be a house over in Bedford at the moment, or Bedfordshire?
Here, somewhere between for the same house that we've just bought, I reckon you're looking at about 280,000, and we've just bought one for 70.
Nice. So Jax was just saying that he's moved from Cambridge to Durham. Durham is an absolutely fantastic lovely place. I used to...
Jax, we'll be 15 mile out of Durham, mate.
It's not too far away.
Nope.
I used to actually deliver to the Durham Hospital many, many years ago. It was my first ever drop when I worked for Healthcare Logistics, or Movianto, as they're now called.
Yep.
Is it too expensive around Cambridge for the first time buyer? Was 23 at the time. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. He's absolutely right.
So Cambridge is a shit place, but cheap to start.
And when you're right, you're right.
Well, it's because you're close to. It's because you're close to London as well.
Yes.
To be absolutely honest with you, I can't remember the last time that I went to London for anything. Through it, yes, but to it for anything apart from maybe a gig, but it was a good while ago now. I mean, we're talking maybe 3-4 years before COVID, so I don't know. it just didn't seem to make sense. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to sort of like slog yourself to bits here when you could be having a better quality of life elsewhere and closer to mum, which is, a bonus, like I say.
So, Jackie just corrected me, saying that live in Brandon, a place called Brandon, which is a shit place but cheap start.
There you go.
Just outside Durham. Was there a lot of people are moving away from the area now, especially during the energy crisis now? I mean, that energy crisis is serious. It's had such a massive impact on everything, not just energy either, is it? It's fuel as well. Fuel is part of it. Can you imagine, you just bought an electric car because the fuel prices were thingy, and now all of a sudden it's like, boom!
You're trying to do the green thing.
Owen Adventures is raiding with a party of 2? Okay. Owen Adventures, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. You know what? I haven't been raided in donkeys.
There you go.
Or I haven't been raided with donkeys. Actually, I have never been raided with donkeys, yeah.
Donkeys.
So, Chris, going back to your subject and finishing on the line of quality of life, what kind of is your end game with that then? What is it you're trying to aim for?
End game is to get myself I don't know, just a job. I don't care what I'm going to be doing. It would be nice if I don't have to work full time either, which would be really good. But it depends on what's on offer. I'll take whatever I can get, basically. I usually fall back on my driving license because, let's face it, courier work is, it's easy to pick up. I think I wanted to be closer to you as well, but I failed on that score.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to do try. It would have been cool to live in the same place as you and then go over your place and just have a laugh every time you managed to have 5 minutes to go over there. I'd be on your door eating your food.
Yeah, that was definitely kind of like, what I mean. That was definitely kind of like where I was aiming at. But the problem with looking at that side of it, we had issues renting a place because we've got the cats.
Yeah.
And folks were saying to us, well, just get shot at the cats, and it's like, no dice. Those cats are like our children. Forget it. Without the cats, there's no us. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And we both decided that we would then sod it, throw our toys out the pram, and look at another way of owning a home again. And doing it without, obviously breaking the bank, and if we could make our lives easier, then why not? It just means leaving everything that I know and everybody I know behind. I get that, and I've had a stable job here for an awfully long time, and I've never found it hard, really, ever to get work in this town, and I do mean that. I've never struggled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've forgotten how to do shout outs on stream. I just tried to shout out Oddwood Adventures, just saying, hey Sin, for those people who don't know, I used to go by the name of SinnTrophyHunter. My Twitch channel is now called It's All or Nothing, so that was because of the mindset. My own mindset is it is all or nothing, so you do it or you don't. But was it Oddwood Adventures? Thank you so much for the raid, my friend.
Fucking hell.
And you obviously know me, so I don't recognise the name. So if you've changed your name, could you give us a refresher of?
Away on Diablo 2.
Oh, is this? Did the raid work? Yes, it did. Yeah, I finished Watch Dogs stream for a couple of hours. Oh, okay. It's Belch. Ah, okay, cool. How did the stream go? Because you were thinking about doing it, right?
You have died.
Whee! You have died. Yes.
Not again.
I'm talking to dying in this game.
Are you still
awesome?
Are you still Odysseying?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Aha.
I'm trying to. Oh.
Yeah, you were saying, Aid, before we went live that you're having a problem on Odyssey, but
yeah, this It's this giant Cyclops thing, the bringer of lightning.
Oh yes.
Oh fuck me! It's just like, and I'm fucking dead. What the fuck, man?
Yep. He's a toughie, but if you think that's bad, you wait until you face Medusa.
Yeah, so the Cyclops, I think, is the first one you take on. I think it's the first one you take on.
That.
Oh no, the Minotaur. Minotaur is the first one you take on. Yes, sorry, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, you fall through the roof, don't you? And then the Minotaur's down the bottom there.
Well, you go on that adventure because the guy thinks that it's he's going to get like enlightened and that lot, and they get squished at the door.
That's it. Yeah.
Does the other guy eBay as a job in the call? No, none of them do. His wife does. So the guy who you heard Jackie that is talking about the house. That's my blood brother. That's my real family brother. That's Chris.
It is.
The other guy that you can hear is my uncle. But before he was our uncle, he was our best friend. So it was kind of.
Oh, it's very yeah.
It's a bit strange. It's a bit
Biggleswade. It's very Biggleswade, yeah.
It's very Biggleswade. Was it the Minotaur should be second and Medusa should be last. Medusa for me was last because I'd heard so much about it that I was preparing, and I almost beat it on the first attempt, and then the second attempt I aced it.
That's embarrassing because I took ages.
Well, you need a certain skill to make it easy.
On the third, I got Minotaur on the third time I tried it.
Okay.
And I beat the Sphinx. You don't have to fight the Sphinx, do you? If you get the questions right.
Yep.
So I did that, and this bringer of lightning. Fuck me. What? Was not prepared for that.
Oh, so you're doing eBay, Jackie. You're doing eBay full-time job. So do you not have a I don't want to say real job because that's not the right thing, is it? It's have you given up your job to do full-time eBay?
Yep.
So it should be Sphinx, Cyclops, Minotaur, and then Medusa. No, I did Minotaur first. That's how you did it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I did the Minotaur first because it was the first one you come in. So you actually are so would you call yourself a reseller, Jackie, or would you call yourself a investor? Is it just Lego that you're doing, or have you just found that that Lego is giving you a pretty decent return? Reseller definitely. So what
Lego.
stuff did you start in?
Lego.
I do reselling and Lego investing. Okay. Now I feel like I've watched one of your YouTube videos because there's so many people that are doing like the normal reselling, like clothes, trainers, hats, bags, all that stuff, and now they've found Lego as a side hustle type thing.
Hustle.
No, it's okay. Because there are so many people that are doing the same thing as what you're doing, Jackie. Is it Jackie or Jax? Because I mean, it looks like it's spelt French type thing. Orange. See, this is why I like open world games. You can complete the game in any direction. Yeah, I like that as well. Jack, okay, no problem. Cool.
Oh.
Because I think I've always said Jack or Jax.
Orange.
But I am dyslexic, so it kind of looks like Jackie in like the French term type thing. People starting to want to work from home. They are. I think that's because of the COVID.
I want to work from home.
So do I.
Yeah, it's a bit impossible to do my job from home.
Well, you know what? I know you say that it was a bit impossible to do your job at home, right? When I was in the States, I was going to buy Bus Simulator, put on my bus uniform, and sit at home and stream it, and I was going to call in and say, would that work?
There you go.
So I'd still be bus driving. Bus Simulator while streaming, but no, they said no, that won't work. So
that doesn't it doesn't count. No, that's
see,
not fair.
they've got no imagination.
So people are starting to work from home. This is because of COVID and that lot. Companies seem a bit more scummy, but that's my opinion. I agree with you. There's a lot of companies that are not as proud of what they do, or, well, yeah, basically what they do, whether you're providing customer service or something like that.
They're just not down with it.
Or proud in your in the product, and that's one of the things I like about Lego, is that Lego is like a premium product. I've heard so many times, and we all love Lego. I don't think there's many kid that hasn't had an experience with Lego at some point in their life, and I think the older we get, the more we're interested in making money. Whereas as younger, you kind of abuse that, or you don't take that into consideration until later. And now when you get to our age, it's like, damn, I wish I'd have started this like 20 or 30 years ago. But the thing is, 20 or 30 years ago, it wasn't going,
No.
And you're seeing employees getting treated more worse, and was it expectation of them exceeded? The available... Yes. I worked 6 days a week, and my run takes me roughly about 5 hours out of the 7 hours I have to do it.
I do that.
And we had the recent hailstorms, which is what I've been doing this week, is just driving through hail.
Oh, yeah.
And it slows you down something that it almost puts you to the deadline. And now they're talking about putting more on me. Well, they're talking about putting more on all of us in general. There's one driver that did my run while I was off sick, which was about 2 weeks ago. And he did my run in 3 hours. But the thing is, he speeds. I don't speed. And they're taking that time that he did to the time I do. And they said, well, if you can do it in this time, we're putting more on you. We're putting more on you. It's like, no. If you're condoning speeding, I am going to be looking for another place. I will be forced to look at another place, because,
you
do it by the rules. If you do it by the rules, then they get a really better picture of what workload you can do. But like you're saying, they're pressuring workers and stuff, and I don't think there's anything like working for yourself. Just like
hell no.
Probably the freedom of it.
Yeah.
The pride in it.
It comes with pressures.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure it does.
Well, everything does.
Because Chris here has had 2 businesses. One he took over, and one he tried to take from that first business and put a branch into it. But because then COVID came around and completely killed it.
Retail. Yeah.
Go ahead and talk a little bit about it, Chris.
Okay. So the first business was a very well-established business. It was started in 1867. It was a traditional ironmonger's store in the town. I first worked there in the early to mid-90s. Got to know the family who run it. And then several years, I left, and then several years later, I heard that the guy was retiring, and that the company was up for sale. So my wife and I decided, take the plunge to become the next custodians, if you like, because you don't own the business. It's people's shop. But unfortunately, when the internet revolution and people shopping online and one thing or another, rents needed paying. I mean, the rent on the shop was not cheap. Overheads too high, too many staff, people have been there many years, so now you've got redundancies to pay out. It was horrible. It was quite grim. We lasted 5 years from taking over, but it was just too much. But on the back of it, so on closing it, sadly, which broke my heart, we decided that we would have a go ourselves in a much smaller unit, but on the similar vein. So a key cutting specialist is what I'm trained as. But we were selling high-end waxes, polishes, anything from a single sort of drawing pin,
screw
pin that you
bolt.
Can hang a picture nail
Picture
with,
hooks,
nuts, bolts, screws, you name it.
Anything that you can buy in a pack of 20 nowadays, whereas you only need 2.
Yeah, but we used to sell them singly. In the big shop, which was 100 foot long by two floors high, she was big, and we stocked a lot. I think it was something like 65,000 lines.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. So you could buy anything from, I don't know, a toasty maker to a radio controlled helicopter. You could buy a pack, like a single screw, or I don't know, a pressure cooker. We had a gardening department. We had all sorts of things going for it. It was a wonderful shop.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
this shop was also, which we only found out a couple of years ago, that it was the same place Dad, when he was younger than us. I mean, when he was like in his 18s and stuff like that he was buying model kits from that shop.
Yeah, I do believe he got his first kit from there. And I think our first kits came from there. It was that kind of place. And our grandfather, who was really good with wood, he used to go there and get his balsa wood to make his boats and his and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, you talk to anybody in the town about the shop, they'll all remember it fondly. But like I say, sadly, because of the internet and people's shopping habits changed, it wasn't sustainable, and sadly, the second business bit the dust because, again, rents are high, footfall's now very low in the town, and big corporate companies like B&M were moving in. They've taken over the old Marks and Spencer's building, which is literally around the corner from the unit that we had, the new shop. And the only thing that I had on them basically was the key cutting. So all the rest of it we wouldn't have sold, because we were where you get a problem is when, say for example, you walk into B&M or Home Bargains and you say pick up a can of WD-40 for less than £1. Now, where we were having to pay our suppliers, our wholesalers, if you like, £1.50 for that very same can. Then you've got to put your VAT on it. Then you've got to put, pass all these costs onto the customer. It just wasn't feasible. In the end, to be honest with you, before we closed, the very last few months before we closed that shop, we were grazing these bargain basement places like B&M, like Home Bargains, for our stock, because we couldn't afford to use our wholesalers anymore. And there, I'm afraid, you have an issue.
Yeah.
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 Because I mean, if they can afford to put out the same can WD-40, same size, and they can put it out for £1, so how much are they buying it in for? What, 46p?
Well, exactly.
And where are they getting it for 46p if that's the case?
Well, I mean, what some companies can do, Sean, is what some companies can do is what they call it a loss loser. So they'll buy a product at normal trade, and then they'll put it out ridiculously cheaper than anybody else. But what it is it gets people to shop at their store.
Right.
And they call it a loss loser.
Right.
So they know they're going to lose on it, but they're going to gain on other items because you've got that person in the store. And now they're looking at everything else,
Yeah, they once they're in the store, that's it.
So we got a couple of comments here, Chris. I'll just go read a couple of comments out. So we got Belch was commenting about the Lego. What sort of parents don't or haven't bought their children Lego at least once? So it goes back to us playing with Lego when we were kids.
I'll tell you whose parents didn't buy them Lego.
Yours.
Mine.
Yeah, they used to play with ours.
But they would buy you beer.
Well.
Yeah, but when you're 12 years old, you don't have Lego.
Right?
Yeah, you would.
What's this fizzy brown stuff? I don't want that. Lego.
It tastes horrible. I don't want that.
Yeah. So Belch is also saying, I think the companies try to apply a higher workload, or yes, they do.
You're right.
A higher workload onto someone's shoulders because the higher demand of product. Yeah, but that's what it's all about, isn't it? You're trying to compete against, like Chris was saying earlier on, you're trying to compete against online companies, which probably don't have any overheads for a start. Because
no, they do not.
A lot of people are doing the reselling thing, which is what Jack was talking about. And he's a reseller himself, and I'm looking at doing it myself, but I'm only looking at representing Lego and CCG. Right? I used to have a company for CCG anyway, so that's kind of my old school stuff. But when you're trying to compete against those people, you are going to have to try and put on a lot more workload. But the thing is, it's not designed for it. So that's why it doesn't work, or that's why the workers feel like they're really getting squished.
Tell you what, your biggest expenses though is staff. It
Oh
is
yeah,
definitely staff.
It is.
You know?
Whereas if you're a reseller like Jackie here or Jack,
Right.
all he's got to do is look after himself. He doesn't pay himself, but he doesn't have to.
No.
And you can pay yourself, but I don't quite know how deep he is into it with the taxes or anything like that. Is he self-employed, that kind of thing? Is it all registered? But
you have to, you have to earn a certain amount before you
do, yeah.
VAT.
But Chris,
Chris,
there are people on YouTube. There's this guy that I watch in England, and he is raking in like 2,500 on a weekend.
Damn.
And that's just on a weekend, right? He's done a £20,000 sale in a week.
Oh, good for him.
And he's constantly keeping it going and stuff like that. So
cool.
I don't know if a lot of it's all show and stuff like that, but some of the stuff that they give in their videos, which is why I watch a lot of YouTube videos about investing in general, Lego investing, and I'm always watching the 5 things that you shouldn't do or the 10 things that you need to do first, because the more you watch those and the more those ones particularly match up with other people's videos and stuff, you kind of get an idea of, okay, this is what I'm really supposed to be looking for. I.e., one of the main things that I picked up is diversify your inventory and stuff like that. I'm doing that anyway, because once I go live and I've got all the different themes, and I got lots of themes now. The only theme I don't have is Star Wars. I don't have Creator Expert because I can't afford it. Those kind of things.
The high-end stuff, isn't it?
It is, yes, it is. And the ideas. So there are some ideas, but I've got quite a broad selection of themes now. But once it all goes live, then I can watch which themes are going to be doing better than others, and then I will kind of know what I should be looking at. Obviously, Speed Champions seems to be this theme that just quickly it's Lego cars, basically, licensed Lego cars, so Mercedes, Audi, Ferrari, all sorts of other things, and those are really doing well. And historically, in their history of back catalogue, they've all done very well. There's one particular car that is going on, and it's doing like 170 quid on eBay, and it cost £15 4 years ago, and then going for 170 quid. And I think that was what was that? That wasn't the Porsche. It was no, I can't remember what it was now. But that goes to show you how much I pay attention to the video. I'm more paying attention to the information they have about it and stuff, not what is doing the best and stuff. But even the lowest speed champion is doing really well. Okay. So
I enjoyed that McLaren build you did.
Oh yeah, the Technic. The
Senna, yeah.
That's not a speed. That's not a speed champion. A speed champion is like when they first came out, they were a 6-stud wide car. So they were a small car, and they've retired the 6-stud wide cars, and now they're on the 8-stud cars and stuff like that. But you know what I found? I'm not seeing any comments, by the way, folks, because I'm still catching up with what's at the top here. But what I found out yesterday was, you know, the McLaren F1 Formula One car that just came out recently. It is a Technic set, right? Apparently, there are some sponsors on the car that never existed for that team.
Interesting.
So Lego's gone, oh fuck, and recalled it.
Okay.
And so now, does this make the original car that came out more expensive? At the moment,
make it rarer,
it's going for, well, here's the story, right? At first when I heard it, I was like, shit, I don't have 150 quid. I would buy one in a heartbeat. So I was scouring and scouring and scouring to see if I can find one. And it was way too early in the day. I just finished work and Smith's Toys hadn't opened yet. And I know that they've got it in there, even though the website says it's not in there, because I was in there last weekend and it was there. But and it's not a Lego exclusive set, so it's not just exclusive to Lego.com. You can find it in other retailers. Now, the thing with this car is that the Pirelli hubcaps that they put on there no longer are Pirelli. They should be the McLaren logo, which is what they've changed. But the thing is, all of this stuff that was set out on the car, the sponsors, apart from these two sponsors that never existed, I believe, all of it was correct when the car came out, coinciding with that particular Formula One team at that particular time. So it doesn't really make it a mistake.
No.
So there's a whole load of people panic buying these Formula One cars because they think that, first of all, it's a sticker sheet, but the box art on the front displays the old labels. So the box itself may be more valuable than the actual model itself, because it's the box art. And you've got the original box. But Lego have recalled it, and they've already started to reprint the now current sponsor sheet and everything like that. And like I say, they've changed the hubcap on the front of the car, or on the wheels of the cars, from Pirelli to McLaren.
Right.
But at first I was like, oh shit, this is gonna do really, really well. And then I dug into it deeper before I even leapt. And I found out, okay, yes, it was as it was supposed to be when it first released. Since then, the team has moved on, got some more new sponsors, so the sponsors have changed. So they now do not coincide with the car that came out originally. However, there is another example, right? So there is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with planes and stuff like that, but there is a Bell Osprey.
Yes.
The Bell Osprey has the rotating propellers on the wings. Yeah, it's like a helicopter plane.
Yeah.
Well, Lego's one of Lego's conditions, or what would the word be? I'd say conditions, is that they would never, ever, ever, ever build anything military.
Oh. Okay.
So this came out, and it wasn't in military colours or anything like that. In fact, it looked like maybe rescue plane or something like that. But correct me if I'm wrong, an Osprey isn't necessarily a military plane. No,
it's not.
It's a plane. And it doesn't say that it's a military
There were
Osprey.
civilian ones.
There were. I mean, you could have private ones and stuff, but yes, they originally, initially were used as a military plane because of the mobility of it. It could land vertical. Yeah, it could land vertical and it could lift off vertical. Not only that, but run off like a runway. So a bit like the Harrier jump jet, but bigger, and carries passengers, supplies, and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that thing, I think that was out a couple of years, about 4 years ago, something like that. It was originally about £120. Okay, so without cheating, Chris and Aid, how much do you reckon it's going on eBay?
Came out at 120?
Yep.
I don't know.
It's a model that shouldn't have been done.
200?
Try 1,000.
Oh, wow! What?
Yep. Again, it's going from about 500 quid, 489 quid, to £1,000.
Sign me up. Find me one.
Right? Even people are digging out their old Ospreys, right? And
yeah, I'll bet.
And they're putting up the loose ones for 400 quid.
Jesus.
A good, decent boxed one is £1,000.
And they're selling?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. Right, let's go back to some more comments here. So was it Belch's following up with the Lego for the children? I think companies try to apply higher workload on someone's shoulders because of the high. Oh yeah, we read that one. And Jack is less workers, more money, more profit. That's doing work yourself, isn't it? And yes, Belch right. Because of the COVID and the Ukrainian war, I think companies are now under a lot more pressure to meet deadlines.
I would agree.
I don't know about deadlines because of the Ukrainian war. I think COVID is the catalyst, not the Ukrainian war. I don't think so. I think a lot of people can use the Ukrainian war to blame things or put things on it and use it as an excuse. But COVID, I think, is legitimate. War can be, because it's expensive. But the thing is, you don't feel the pinch of how expensive the war is until it's over and they're trying to recoup the money back. So
I don't know.
I don't think that the Ukrainian war is
the
like
Russian
the issue.
Well, the oil and the gas is all coming from Russia, so we're all having to stop trying to use that and trying to. Well, the aim is to go for the renewable energies, but the reality is
that has nothing to do with deadlines, though, does it?
No. Well, it all feeds into the same thing with the energy crisis, though.
Oh yeah, but that's not a deadline either.
And companies are finding it hard because, of course, if you're running a freight company, for example, my boss was saying the other day that he's paying at least £1,000 a week extra now in diesel.
Yep.
Than he was before.
I actually filled up my work. I'm going to get my teeth in. My work van last night after my shift, right? Mm-hmm. And it is a Peugeot Expert, right? So how much do you reckon? I was just at quarter of a tank. So
probably about 120 quid.
You aren't far off. You aren't far off at all.
No.
It was 105.
There you go. See, my VW Transporter, the pump stopped me at £99.
Yeah, well that is the max delivery, isn't it? But that is crazy. That is crazy putting in 99 quid when when I fill up my car, and I'm going to need fuel for my car soon, and I used to take about 44 pounds for my car.
That would be more like 60.
And my car is a what is it? It's a Honda Jazz. I keep getting mixed up between Toyota and Honda. No, it's a Honda Jazz, and it's a 1.4, so it's not a great engine by any means. Great little town car, not a very good long distance car. But yeah, you're not wrong, Chris. £66 for my to fill my tank now. That's an extra 20 lizards. What the fuck? Excuse my French. Sorry.
And this is the problem. This is the main issue.
Sorry. I thought we started.
When we went north the other week, like I say, the pump stopped me, max delivery at 99, and that's never happened before.
Nope.
99 ways to die.
99.
And I had a quarter tank sitting in that before we started fueling. Yep. So 3/4 of tank, £99, and it wanted more, and it was like, you can't have any more.
What's that more?
I'd say really be saying I've worked a hell of a lot of jobs, odd jobs. But the post office is by far the easiest job I've worked. Just going to do it for 20 more years until I retire. Nice, at least you got a job. One of those jobs.
Well done, EB.
Yeah, for finding a job that you can retire in, that you're happy to do, and you got 20 more years to do it. Well done, EB.
To be fair, I could, if I wanted to, continue at the company that I'm at, and I know that job would be there for as long as I want it. And I know that as long as the company existed, that job will be mine. So
just going on the companies here, Chris. Jack's saying that's pretty sad what happened to Goldings.
Thank you.
I think I'd like the shop. Sounds reasonable to customers' needs. The the shop was amazing, Jax. It really was amazing. It was
You walked in and it stunk of
old
wax, polish,
yeah.
kerosene
Yep.
throughout the years. If you imagine the floors were parquet wooden floors, and they creaked as you walked up the 100-foot long stretch. We had staff that had been there for nearly 25 years.
Yep.
We had, history. Oh my God, talk about history. It survived 2 world wars. Queen Victoria was still on the throne when it opened up. It broke my heart, believe me. We tried. We did try. We really did. But unfortunately, in today's world, there's just no place for it. It's a shame.
Yeah, Jack's also commenting about the say your WD-40 example, Chris, where you had to go to other places because
Yes, we did.
your wholesalers were just not not
They
being
weren't
able to do
competitive
it.
enough.
No,
Nope.
and they say it's saying that was pretty scummy.
Yeah, I know, and that's the problem,
smart.
because I felt bad because those wholesalers had been helping us and supplying the company for years, but they couldn't afford to supply us with the same product that you, as the general public, could just go into one of these discount stores and purchase.
You would think
So
as a
the
business,
question is, why would you come to me
money in it?
to pay full
Yeah.
RRP? Why would you do it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Particularly now, you wouldn't. I mean, imagine now. I mean, it was bad then, but imagine now with the energy crisis. My life. Folks just can't do it. Loyalties or none, it's you got to think with your wallet. You got to think of your family. You got to think of your costs. Yeah.
Yep. Talking about costs, really, B's coming up back with we have Amazon and DHL on track, UPS and USPS, US Parcel Service, Postal Service. Sorry, US Postal Service out here because he's in the States.
Yeah.
He was actually not too far down the road. It was about an hour away or an hour and a half away from where we used to live.
Okay.
And he says, you should see the pickups that I have to do for people who ship from home. Get this kind of goes back to Jack's comment about working from home and stuff.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Jax has it. Jax has what I'm working towards, being able to work from home and just resell stuff. I have an awful lot of fun posting my Star Wars collection. So I'm not reselling. I'm getting rid of my Star Wars collection that I've collected from starting from 77, 78. You can imagine from that particular year all the way up to 4 years ago, I was collecting Star Wars. So I have a ton of it. And we're talking
truly does.
a ton.
Really does.
Truly.
So it is taking a good while to get rid of it, but I'm enjoying the experience and I'm enjoying what I'm learning for my Lego business that I want to do. And like I say, I used to sell CCG like Pokemon, Star Wars, Star Trek, all that stuff many years ago, and we're keeping up with that as well. But at the moment, essentially, all the Star Wars collection's going out because that's bringing in the money in to buy all this lot. Which it's kind of scary how much I spent on it already. I didn't realize how much I spent on it, but that's okay because we've also got I take a certain percentage out, like 40% out of the take-ins of what I sell on eBay, and I put 60 into savings and 40 into Lego. But that 40% of return of what I get from after selling mounts up so fast. First of all, you spent loads of money on Lego, and then you got like 20 quid, 10 quid, and it's like, shit, maybe I overdid it a bit. Throughout the week, that 10 quid will be like 80, 90 quid again before you know it, and it's like, whoa. This is it's cool. Now I'm starting to have too much stock, and I'm starting to build up too much money.
No such thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there ever such thing as money? Too much money. So yeah,
No, you need
I'm
the lizards.
learning an awful lot, and I would love to do what Jack is doing with the reselling side of things. I would not want to go into reselling other things. I would just love to represent Lego and CCG. That would be that's my thing, because Lego I enjoy doing.
2 minutes.
CCG is very easy to post out and stuff like that. It's very easy to accumulate. I used to have a wholesaler. All right, Chris. So I was getting it in cheap, busting it open, put it in sleeves quickly, never touch it, and then just go to shows, do shows like NEC and stuff, make a good amount of money, come back, do it all again. And I loved it. But I also had a full-time job as well. That's what the word I was trying to look for Jax earlier on was, do you have a full-time job? But his reselling side of things is now his full-time job, which is what I would like that. I would like that. I would like a part-time job and this, not because of making money, although making money is kind of cool, but I really enjoy picking up stuff, working out what is best, or working out what I want that I think is best. Not necessarily what everybody else agrees on, but working out what I think and enjoy would go out, and then the challenge of trying to make it appealing to somebody else to want to buy it for that amount of money, even though you're probably just marking it up maybe 10-20% and stuff like that. You love reselling. It just seems like a lot of fun, Jax. It really does.
Buy my shit.
So I'm looking for buy my shit.
Buy my shit.
Or die. So
Buy my shit.
Belch comes back with, so it's somewhat it's somewhat mental that the last time I went downtown to buy a product were before COVID. So that's quite some time ago. Everything I buy is delivered. This is what Chris and
exactly.
This is how Golding struggled. This is because they never wanted to move forward with the times and stuff like that until Chris came in
the dark ages.
And it was way too late to bring it up to date because they were just still on those like tills. They weren't like digital or anything like that. They didn't have an online store. They didn't have any ability of doing any online sales or anything like that, which is where it's at.
I wrote a website just in one of them, the quick, easy sort of like freebie ones, Wix web editor. So I made a website. So it did have an internet presence, but we didn't have an EPOS system. So we it was so antiquated, so out of date, and unfortunately the company just didn't have enough money to introduce one, and the directors just weren't interested either. They were just not.
No, they were old school, weren't they?
Nope. Yeah,
they were old school.
Yeah, and that was the problem with it.
So back to Belch's comment of delivering at my front door. Obviously, I buy food for whilst I'm at college and and in town, but I don't count that. You don't.
No.
You should.
People just don't go downtown anymore. That's the thing.
You know what? I actually enjoy going to Tesco's. I think it's because the company that I have as well, because my daughter goes with me and she's great. I love her. She's such a brilliant person. She's funny. And I can tease her with chocolate and all sorts of other goodies and the faces that she pulls. And she's like 28. So she's not like this small little girl, but it is quite funny because we play games with each other all the time, and it's a really cool experience just going around and picking up stuff, but also you can see the things. So for me, I've had a couple of
there you go. See,
I've had a couple of experiences with Lego now with the deliveries that I've had, that I would actually rather go into the Lego store, almost say shop,
packaging.
Exactly. The Lego store. I would rather go to the Lego store, pick my box that I'm going to be happy with, and then walk out with it without paying.
Yeah. yeah, there you go.
Excuse me, son.
You get a ride in one of them lovely cars.
one of those blue vans. blue and yellow vans. No,
That's it.
It's that whole experience, and also you can go and look. Just a Lego
it's a tactile
example.
thing.
It's a
thing.
tactile
You're holding
thing.
it. You're seeing it. You're looking at it.
You can go
But
and hold a
some people just don't
600-pound UCS Millennium Falcon, even though you can't afford it, but you can hold it.
But some people don't care about that. They're just not bothered. They're just not interested.
I don't. That's because
They
I
just
think the
want the
society has been in
convenience.
it so long now that you actually lost the feeling of that tactile shopping.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yep.
where I live is a village that has a lot of mum and pop shops. It does have a supermarket or two, but for the most part, a lot of mum and pop shops, and they're really, really still doing very, very well. Not many companies on the street, the main high street here, are out of business, closed, or anything like that. There's probably 2 or 3 shops that are closed.
Yeah. It's
but that was
very
before
successful
COVID.
where you are.
It's not doing too badly. It's not doing too
No.
badly. So, and that's kind of nice to see, because we have an independent butchers, we have an independent bakers, we don't have a candle maker. But so, you're right, Chris. You knock it on the head with the tactile shopping.
It is.
It is tactile.
You can see it.
Is
It's a visual thing. You know,
Yeah.
you can hold it.
Yep.
It's tactile.
Yep.
And I think that's the main difference.
Yep.
You know.
I think that there is like a certain social skill with going out shopping, and like say,
you know
if
what?
if I had the Lego
Society
store
is
not too far away
definitely-
from me, I'd be there a lot more often than what it is, because of the fuel prices at the moment. I can't justify going to Leeds with £70, as opposed to if I had £300 in my pocket, I'd be going to Leeds,
Right.
because then it would be worthwhile going shopping, and then I'd probably get
Certainly would.
mugged. Probably get mugged by a load of 12-year-olds for my Lego.
Give us your Lego. Hand it over.
All right, over my dead body.
Yeah.
I can make that, arrange it.
Yeah, we can arrange that.
Yeah, we can arrange it. How are you? 5? I'm 10.
Now give me your Lego before I stick you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Jack, going on subject of Lego. So you've got the roller coaster. Is that the first roller coaster, or is that the new roller coaster, Jax? And he follows up with the comment of fuel. At one point, does fuel become too much?
Well, when you can't afford to put it in, that's it.
But when we were teens and we had our first
man.
car, we'd always run with what, £5 in our
Do you know what?
£5 in our tank.
20 quid.
Oh, you got the new
used to
roller
fill
coaster.
My
Nice.
Mini.
Very nice.
£20
That's like
used to fill
huge.
my Mini.
Yeah.
Hey, your moped, hey, you used to run on a £5.
I could run that thing forever on next to nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
£5
That's an old.
in the ped.
And we couldn't afford any more than £5 a week or something like that in a car. So you would really have to budget where you went. We'd still ride the bus, but that car would be used for going to work. That's it.
I don't know.
Fuel will never
I
be
used to-
seen as too much
I used
money
to just
in the
drive
government's
around
eyes.
trying to impress the chicks.
So my issue,
never worked.
My issue with that
No.
comment, Belch, is so Belch just said fuel will never be seen as too much in the too much money in the government's eyes, and he's correct
No.
because they are not used to doing it. They are not used to using it. They are not used to paying it. They get all this free, or loyalties, or that kind of thing. They don't, politicians don't have to pay for rent or buying houses or anything like that. Some of them don't even have to pay taxes, and then they give themselves pay rises, high up our cost of living rates, and think everything's hunky dory. It is for them. Exactly what we should be getting is what they're taking. It's all over the place. There are probably very few countries like Sweden, Switzerland or something like that are doing it right, that still have that happy medium going on, whereas the rest of the world is feeling the pinch because the government is like, yeah, let's have a pay rise. We'll go and have a COVID party, and then we go to war.
Yeah.
And then, what was it? We'll give out vaccinations for free, and it is free. You don't have to pay for it. And then once that's kind of coming to an end, now we're going to hoy up your cost of living because we need to pay for it. Why don't you pay for it out of your own money? You have far too much money. You have more money that you can spend in your lifetime. What's the point?
Well,
okay, so here's a question. Here's a question for all of us, everybody. What is the point of having so much money that you can't spend it? What is the point?
Well, this is just it. You get to that saturation point, don't you? Like Elon Musk's, where he's now he's sending rockets into space and Christ knows what else, isn't he? You know, I don't know. That's just it. I mean, how far do you want to go?
Right, and Belch is just saying that a member of Parliament was fined £50.
Yes, they were. They were fined £50. That's what
party.
the police have fined them for attending the party there. Yep.
The party that should never have happened, and if we had actually done it, we would have been thrown in jail because we would have been over the
Hang on, 50 quid, right? But yet there were people that were fined £1,000, £10,000, you know, and they had to pay it.
General public.
Yes, there was one lady. She got fined. Right, she got fined £1,000 or whatever it was for having a cup of tea on a bench in a park with her friend. Yep, believe it.
Those people who drink tea, you got to watch out for them.
I know. You know.
Yeah,
those public with a brew, dangerous people. Them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Lawbreakers.
50 quid. 50 quid is like
nothing.
No, and the thing is though, with that comment is that £50 to a politician is nothing, like you say, Chris. That they aren't really going to care about the consequences of it.
Back in a minute.
It's like a world famous footballer speeding down the road or in the motorway in his Lamborghini or whatever, and getting fined for £100 or £1,000 for speeding.
Yeah, no.
You're not really going to care because you can afford that.
Yeah.
The general public cannot afford. If I was fined £50, that would hurt.
Oh yeah,
that would hurt. Let alone £1,000, which was what we'd be getting anyway instead of the £50. So I'd be fined £1,000.
Telling you,
that would hurt a lot.
Yeah,
it would hurt.
Yeah.
You probably not recover from it very quickly, paying it back.
No.
And so, yeah, a lot of people are agreeing with F this government. I mean, it's not just the English government though. It's there are various different countries' governments that are doing pretty much the same sort of thing. I mean, US fuel prices have been the highest they have ever been, and they have cheap oil.
Right.
So how do you have cheap oil prices but really high fuel prices? That is playing on it. That is milking it. That is.
Well, the cost of a barrel of oil, you know, they're claiming is so high now. And what makes me laugh is we are importing shale gas from the States. So fracked gas, and you know, we have so many things at our disposal. I say so many things at our disposal. The technologies like wind power and sea power, sea generated power.
Yeah, we have so much natural energy available to us, and we still go on the.
We should tap into it. We should definitely, do that. But instead, we're paying other countries for oil and gas.
It's a political thing, isn't it? It's to keep.
Oh yeah,
it's to keep happy in the pockets while there's war going on and stuff like that, and all sorts of other things. So a couple of comments here. Was it my mum? My mum's mate went on a social distance walk around the local reservoir with her friend and was fined £250.
There you go.
On a social distance walk.
Yep. This is the sort of shit we were putting up with.
And then Belch follows up with, I think the Met Police need to calm down on their fines. Obviously, because like £50. Says £50 is too high for them. And then he's like saying, I'm being sarcastic, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
So council tax is ridiculously expensive, but
it is.
And this is coming from Jack. Council tax is ridiculously expensive, which we all agree, right?
Yep.
But we all accept it.
Yes, and that's the problem. It's like once you pay these fees, right? Once you pay these fees, like the fuel, right? If you think that the fuel companies are going to put the fuel down now,
no, because they can get away with
where
it.
it was before.
They're getting away with it.
They will not. I can promise you now, it will not go back to how it was.
We won't go down. It won't go back to it was very, very soon.
No.
It won't be like this is a temporary rise in prices just so that we can recoup our not getting a pay rise this year. So because they do the same thing, don't they? The energy companies, they hoy up the prices and then give themselves a pay rise.
Of course they do. What they do.
It is what they do. I mean, right. So Jax is an entrepreneur. I'm wanting to be kind of on that kind of thing. Basically, entrepreneur. We're not like millionaires or anything like that. Maybe Jax is. I don't know, but
be nice.
So
not gonna lie,
you'd have all that money and stuff like that. It would be a different lifestyle. But the thing is, I don't think I would ever forget about the value of it. I wouldn't penny pinch or anything like that, but I certainly wouldn't forget the value of it.
No. Well, you can't. Not really.
No.
So
let me see. Get on the street. No, I don't want to get on the streets. That'd be. So the Chancellor also said that he could live and provide for his family whilst living on universal credits.
Yeah, right. Like he knows.
Right, is this our Chancellor?
Yeah.
Who's richer than the Queen?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he probably could because he's not really using universal credit. Although, basically, he could go on universal credit. I don't think there is a possibility because you have to have a certain amount of money, right?
It doesn't matter.
Well, if you're not earning a certain amount of money, you qualify for going on universal credit because it's like the low income support thing, isn't it?
Oh no! Now I understand what you mean. Sorry, yeah.
So there's no way that he'd be able to live on it anyway because he's not qualified for it.
No. But he says that he's saying that basically you can survive as a family unit on universal credit. No. Not in today's society, you can't. Not in today's world.
You can barely survive. See, these
exist.
These people need to wake up and smell the coffee.
Really do.
They need to get their head out of their butts. And politicians all the way from when I took interest in politics have always said that you can live on what we're providing. However, if you are living on that yourself as a politician and you can say that, cool, then we know that we can survive. But you're not living the way we're living. You're living silver spooned, handed on a silver platter, tax free, or some sort of money there'll be some sort of money break somewhere along the line. The
offshore accounts.
Well, those are immaterial. It's just what they're getting to live in the first place. That's a totally different thing. That's not living expenses or anything like that. But
No.
they're also running out in chauffeur-driven cars,
Private jets.
going to COVID parties,
Yeah.
drinking and eating fairly fine foods, plus going to private hospitals for dentistry work or whatever, and obviously surgery and stuff, and living almost rent-free or mortgage-free because everything's given to them. Now, don't tell me that we can live on that stuff unless you've actually lived on that stuff. Or you're living on that stuff. You're living on that stuff. If there's a politician that's telling me and they're living on that particular income as well, right? Yeah, nothing else, that, and they say that they're living on it, they can live on it, you can live on it, fine, no problem. But every single one that I know, even in the States, which is my experience there, have said the same thing, but they don't. They don't live on that stuff. Things look different on paper. Things look a lot more different on paper and look good sometimes on paper than
Looks can be deceiving.
real life. And looking at your bank, I get paid monthly. I get squeezed halfway through the month, and then all my bills go out, and then I breathe a sigh of relief because then I know how much I got left in my bank till I get paid again. And between the getting paid again and the squeeze, I'm really careful. And I'm kind of a little bit not so careful after being paid to the next point of bills going out, because now I can go and get the food we need, or we can go and get an extra coffee, or something like that.
Lego.
More Lego.
That actually is paying for itself. So
More witches.
I know, I'm kidding.
yeah,
More witches.
More witches, yeah.
So was it the Chancellor's wife? His wife had to give up ownership of business because that business had ties with a. Oh yeah, no, I heard about that. The Russian.
Oligarchs.
Yeah, which also had ties with Putin. Yes, I heard about that.
Oh, bloody.
Was it Basso? Basso the the Chancellor's wife.
Yeah, apparently Boris has got to leave the flat because he can't afford to maintain his other properties or something.
Had ties.
What a shame.
Ties in a business.
What
How many
shame.
bedrooms? How many bedrooms is this flat? 10.
Oh, I don't know.
And does it have 2 floors? Because that's not a flat.
I don't know.
Business which were run by dodgy money. Yeah, no, I heard about that. I heard about that, Belch. I'm pretty sure she gave up ownership of the business in a couple of days. About a couple of days ago. Yeah, should be pushed to do so because Boris is wanting to be re-elected and shit. So he's obviously got a little bit of persuasion in there.
Here's the thing, though. Unless we get some form of opposition, and we do need a form of opposition, there is a danger that they're right. He may well get back in.
Oh, Basso equals basically. Okay. That's kind of kids talk then, because I'm not really down with that. Don't understand that.
Down with the kids.
No. Basso.
Yeah, man.
Basso apparently is basically, guys. Instead of basically.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
we're cool.
So Basso,
cool.
we're talking about how bad the government is.
Yeah, the shit.
Yeah.
Your shit.
Basso.
Oh,
It doesn't make any sense. Basso equals basically. No.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Anyway,
Okay.
let's go back into happier stuff like I don't know.
Yeah, we digress. What else
coffee.
have we been up to?
Coffee.
Well,
I think most
what
people
else have we been
will
up to?
vote Labour. Nah, well, I mean, I think Green Party's got a very, very good chance this time.
They have.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
I think
Don't joke.
the Green Party, because
They do.
Labour really, really, really drove themselves into thingy, and Conservatives, oh dear. So yeah, no, I think the Green Party's going to sneak up right in the middle of there, and we're going to go trampolining.
You never know.
Nope. Anyway,
Boing.
let's talk about let's bring bring a bit more light back into the conversation. Although it's good to talk about real stuff. It's really good. It is good to talk about real stuff.
You know
what else I did this week?
What else did you do, Chris?
I did something really different this week.
Oh?
I threw a dartboard at my face.
Okay, so how did you throw a dartboard at your face?
Oh, right, okay, so I've currently got a scar, right down the centre of my nose, right, on the bridge of my nose, from the top where my glasses meet, all the way pretty much down to my flary nostrils, right? So it's a really nasty big freaking scab. And what it is the key cutting machines were on a bench at work, and the lads put one of the chairs up over the bench grinder, which I used to clean the swarf off the keys, and they put a dartboard on there. And you see what the boys do. These are the pickers. These are the guys who run around and pick the stuff for the drivers. They throw the darts at the dartboard, and the one that gets closer to
bullseye,
right, or a double top or something, doesn't have to go and pick the next item, but the loser does. So it's like the highest score stays downstairs, the lowest has to go upstairs and do the do. And because my left arm doesn't still work too well, because of that COVID shot that I had, and it fucked me up and gave me a frozen shoulder.
Yeah. For those who don't know, the actual needle went too high in his shoulder.
Yeah, it went too high into the shoulder muscle. Yeah, and it's given me what's called adhesive capsulitis. But that's another story. I mean, that was many months ago now. I'm still suffering with it. But yeah, I went to pick this chair up. And of course, my right arm instantly went higher than my left. So now the chair pitches forward. I haven't taken the dartboard off the chair. And of course, the chair comes careering towards my face, and so does the dartboard.
How come the chair comes careering into your face? Are you lying on the floor, or?
No. I'd lifted it off the table because it was sitting over the bench grinder. So if you imagine this chair,
right, okay,
on the bench.
So the dartboard's facing you.
Yes, on the chair.
On the chair, which is over the bench grinder.
Correct.
Why
so
would
I've lifted it off there.
Right.
I've lifted it off there to use the bench grinder.
Yep.
You see, they put that on there just temporary, just to shut the darts out. You see.
Yeah. So you're not cutting the keys while that chair is there. Then you actually do have sense of removing it.
No, I had to move it. That's the whole point.
Right. And then it fell forward on your nose.
Right. And consequently, it knocked my glasses off. So now I'm blind. I'm trying to find my glasses. In comes my dispatch manager. He's going, "What have you done?" And I look up, and my face is covered in blood. So now he's panicking, thinking that I've
broke your nose.
really hurt myself.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm just like, look, Minty, just let me help me find my glasses, man. You know, that was what I was more worried about, where they're gone.
Yeah.
So threw a dartboard at my face. How about that? It's good, isn't it?
Well done.
I don't think I could beat that.
When dartboards attack, there you go.
Dartboards attack. Well, yeah, this could be it's going to be a new Snake Plissken film.
There you go. Attacking dartboards.
When dartboards attack. Starring
it is quite
Snake
funny because
Plissken.
most people think I got in a fight or something. And here's the thing. At about 9:30, I'm going to go down the local
you're going down
live
to
music venue.
Yep.
And I'm going to go to a punk gig, so they're going to think I'm a bit of a brawler, you know.
Yeah, they'll be like, "All right, mate, I'll buy you a beer."
No, it'll be like, right, he likes a bit of a rough. Right, let's have a bit of a rough fight, mate.
So what happens if one of the most respected skinhead punk people come up to you and go, "So, Chris, what happened to your nose then?"
Fight.
Are you going to tell them the truth, or are you going to try and,
Yeah, I got into a fight with a dartboard.
No, I'll tell them about the dartboard, yeah.
Oh, they probably respect that, actually. They would probably go, yeah, fuck right on.
Probably think it's funny.
Yeah, they probably would, and then they'd be like, yeah, here's your beer.
Yeah.
Now let's go and have a dance. Have a bit of punch up.
Yeah.
Have a punch Trendy, wanker.
Yeah, because you're actually going you're going to a local band's gig because you're helping out with like rodeo or something. Setting things up?
Yeah, it's sound and stuff, and then we're just going to throw beer around the place.
Nice.
But basically, he's a work friend of ours. But we've also known John a while, the lead singer there. It's the longest running punk band that Bedford's ever had.
Yeah.
Or Bedfordshire has ever had, actually.
Wasn't Whiskey and the Devil the longest?
Yeah, that wasn't a punk band. That was more goth. Whiskey and the Devil.
You don't think they were punk?
No, not really.
Apparently not.
I always thought they were a little bit punky.
Well,
Indeed.
define goth,
Like,
right? The goth comes off the back of punk anyway. So
It does.
yes,
It does.
In the same sort of way that Susie and the Banshees were originally punk. You know?
Yeah.
Susie Sue's punk through and through, mate. You know?
As a person or as music?
Oh no, Queen of Goth, true, but she was one of the founder punk members. You know, back in the 70s. 'Cause let's face it, Susie and the Banshees old, mate.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, she started because she started a band because she was following the Sex Pistols around, and she wanted to start her own band.
Yeah,
that's correct. And then you had bands like The Damned hanging out at the same time as well. Now The Damned are from the 70s as well.
Yep, they are. They're older than you think, kids.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Captain Sensible.
I'm older than I think.
Unsensible. Who was actually a narrator of a children's program as well, Captain Sensible.
Am I younger than I think, or older than I think?
I think you're younger than you think.
State of mind, Abe.
I can't remember now.
I think
I'm getting older.
No, you must be old then if you can't remember. No, you're definitely older than you think then. I was hoping that you were going to be younger than you think.
Oh, maybe I am.
No, it's
No, my brain thinks I'm young. My body goes, fuck off.
It's going to be fun.
My brain is definitely in the young side as well. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, they're usually very good. They're usually very good fun.
Trendy.
It's all tongue-in-cheek stuff, you know. Yeah.
Trendy wanker.
Yeah, they do.
That's the title of one of their songs, actually, is what I'm saying there.
Yeah. And they got pub slag and there's so many of them. They're so good. Bedford Girls.
It's definitely a family-friendly event.
Oh, it's yeah. It's all very tongue in cheek. It's always been that way, you know. It doesn't take itself seriously at all. Although the musicians are very, very, very talented.
Yeah.
You know. We've got an excellent new drummer now.
Nice.
And he's only young, but he's well on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
why am I on fire? Why am I on fire?
There was this group that I found on YouTube rather randomly, right? And I don't know if you guys have ever seen them or heard of them. They're called All Mixed Up.
Nope.
Right.
Oh, is that the Cure tribute?
No, you should check them out because they do a fantastic Metallica impression tribute type thing. But they do other things as well. But check them out because I saw... It was one particular thing. At first, I thought it was Metallica in a studio, but it wasn't. It's a, was it 3 or 4 young lads, about in their early 20s and stuff. I say that's a lot, young lads. It's like being 50 and someone anybody who's younger than 50 is younger than me.
Yeah, exactly.
So these lads, they do a Metallica cover, and it is freaking awesome, and I'm sure they're called All Mixed Up.
Okay,
but check it out. Aid, you would love it because
check it out.
The stuff they do is brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But they did old school Metallica, so this guy could sing just like James Hetfield.
Nice.
It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yes. So yeah, check those guys out. There's a bit of a plug there for All Mixed Up, but.
Yeah, so I haven't really done a great deal else other than buy a house, throw a dartboard at my face.
It sounds like an eventful week already. Because bear in mind you've got
Diablo
7 days. Oh yeah. You're playing Diablo. I can see that you're playing Diablo Resurrected on the screen right now.
I am. Yeah, I'm playing as I'm speaking, man. I'm multitasking. I'm not sure if we can do that though. But there you are.
Well, that's the wrong screen.
Not really a lot else to report. I mean,
I don't have the screen anymore.
We drove the bus up north and then back again while we were shopping for the house. That was kind of cool because we actually got to chill out on the sofa bed in the back, which was really cool. It's like an L-shaped bed in the back of the van.
So you managed to put the van to the test as well.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And it made the miles, no problem, you know. I mean,
nice.
Yeah, it's slow and steady.
It's older than your car, isn't it?
Winning races, but no, it's fine, yeah.
It's older than your car, isn't it?
It's a 1995 VW T4, yeah.
And your car is
a 99 Audi A4.
Yeah. So there's a significant...
Which failed its MOT heavily, and I've had to spend a lot of money on it. But
is it? Did you get it to pass, or are you still spending?
Yeah, no, it's passed now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's passed, and it drives so well now.
Be honest though, Chris.
I can't believe how bad it was.
When you took the car in for MOT, did you think it was honestly going to pass?
No. I didn't.
But you didn't think that the things that were wrong with it were wrong with it?
No, I suspected that the handbrake needed a new cable or needed adjusting because it was nearly on the bloody ceiling.
Yeah.
And also the airbag light was on, so I knew that I'd got a fault somewhere with an igniter. So they were 2 instant fails. But what I wasn't expecting was one of the calipers to be completely and utterly
fused.
Well, pretty much, yeah. I mean, the piston had come out, the seal had gone. It hadn't leaked fluid, but the seal had given way, and now what had happened was it had locked on basically. So the rear driver's side wheel was impossible to turn by hand. So while the car was on the ramp, my mechanic was like, "Yeah, Chris, you want to come and take a look at this because this isn't good, dude."
So you had to get new discs for that for those brakes as well.
Oh, it needed discs, pads, and 2 new calipers, 2 rear bearings as well, as they were on their way out.
It's always I think if Nocti's in this, Nocti's going to probably agree that you don't change one caliper, you share, but
2 pairs. Yeah.
But it does need it. It has to be done. Do it.
Yeah, really, you should do it.
Yeah, do it done.
It's a false economy not doing it.
What's the forecast for this coming week, Chris? For you, what's the forecast? What have you got? Have you got any plans?
Hoping to hear back about some queries that we made about the house. We're hoping to hear something from solicitors anyway on that score. I am having to train somebody up at my company on having to cut the keys because I think my boss would like to keep the key machines. I don't intend to take them away anyway because I can't see us using them in our next stage of our lives, So
is there any sort of possibility that they're going to buy you out?
Yeah.
Are you going to get a little bit of a compensation from it, or?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I hope so.
If not, it's like, no, we just let you use the place for free, so
Yeah, so baked potato, you take
it. Yeah. But my machines, no, they're ours now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So other than training and the house?
To be fair, he's been very good to us over the years. Well, like I say, I think what we're looking at doing now is getting rid of a few things out of the flat. We don't want to take everything with us.
Is there packing started?
Yeah, packing started. I'm going to take one of these. We've got 2 sofas, very cheap and cheery IKEA sofas, so I'm donating one of those to the singer of the band tonight. I'm taking that over to his place tomorrow because he's just moved as well. He's got a family, and when he moved a couple of weeks back, his sofa gave up the will to live. So so don't worry, man.
From what I've heard in the past as well from you, because we've had a little bit of business with John, that he's actually feeling the pinch quite a bit.
Oh, he is. I mean, he's definitely feeling the pinch.
Yeah, that we're all feeling.
Most people are.
Yeah.
Most people are.
So, you've also got a storage locker.
A lockup. Well, we got. It's not mine. It's Ralph's. Our mate Ralph.
Oh, okay. Is this where all your mixers are?
That's where all the. Yeah.
So it's kind of full already.
All four of the mixers. Why we need four mixers, I don't know. I've explained this before, that I'm a bit like a person who goes past an animal rehoming place. If I see some audio equipment that needs a good home or is going cheap, I can't help myself. I'll buy it. I don't know why.
Need one. So
that's right.
is the lockup pretty full already before you've even started storing stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you got to do a bit of work to try and organise that, maybe?
No, we're not going to use it. We're just going to go straight. We're just going to get a box van and.
Oh, I thought you were putting some stuff in the lockup.
No, we put the audio stuff in there.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Just the disco equipment, yeah.
Yeah, because you just recently pulled that lot out for the gig that you did 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
Hellfire
correct.
with Aid. But so you just basically put it back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's not like you've got use of it for putting all this stuff in there. Like
No. I mean, the next time it gets used,
car wheels with alloy, five five wheels with alloy rims, and these big chunky tires that you usually have stacked in your room.
No, I haven't got any spare wheels stacked in the front room at the moment. I'm slacking.
What? Most of your houses that you've had, or flats you've had, have had that stack of car wheels in there.
I've still got Cherry Bomb in the bedroom though.
Oh my gosh, that's been around for donkeys, isn't it?
Yeah, Mum gave me that for my
birthday.
I think it was my 21st.
It's 21st, yeah.
Yep.
21st birthday. How old are you now? 30 years ago, 30 years later. Jesus.
That thing's been on so many cars.
And it's been off so many cars and in a box for so many years.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I won't get rid of it.
No, of course not.
No, man.
It was like your first £20.
I don't even know if you can buy them anymore.
No, I don't think you can, no. Shortly after you had it put on, I think it was like a year or so that you couldn't get them anymore. Belch is saying, tell you what's in. I have potentially just found out the best digital Xbox deal ever.
Go for it.
All right. You have to enlighten us on that one then, Belch.
What is it?
I have no idea. So that's your roundup, Chris?
Pretty much, man. I'm sorry. That's all I got.
I mean, that's like an hour and 40 minutes worth of content, dude.
Oh, cool. All right. I've got to be going shortly anyway because I've got to go and pick Fui up in half an hour.
Yes, you have.
And like I say, he's on the other side of Kempston, so. Yeah.
Just a quick one, Chris, before you do go, is that we had Nocti on and Belch on last weekend.
Yes.
And we ran from about 8 o'clock in the afternoon till 2 in the morning.
Damn. You see, I did hear some of that. I did listen to that in my van. And that was dead interesting, actually. It was really good.
Yeah. No, it was actually a very, very good session, and I actually got a chance to interview Nocti just for a bit, before making it feel like it was an interview. Because I did say to him off recording that I'd love to interview you about it, but obviously you can't talk too much about it. So it was more going into the detail of him, what he does for a living, what he does as a hobby, where it all went from as a hobby and stuff, and how it all started and stuff like that, just so that we can get a little bit of exposure for Nocti, because it's a fantastic guy and old friend. So I've just bought Far Cry 5 with all the DLCs. Far Cry New Dawn.
Okay.
Brilliant game. Was this?
Did you know
most of the DLCs and Far Cry 3 for? So all of that. So you got 3 Far Cries. So that's Far Cry 5, Far Cry New Dawn, and Far Cry 3, all for £23 plus the DLCs.
Nice.
I played Far Cry 6 last week for nothing.
I have not played it yet. I own it. I've had it like I bought it day one. And it's the same
free.
as Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I still haven't opened it.
It was free last weekend.
I know. I know. That's how long I've had it, and it's still sealed.
No, it was free last weekend.
And do you know what? Great. Do you know what I found just recently? Because I've been moving my Lego stuff I've been moving the games off the shelf and replacing it with Lego, facing it with Lego, right? I found my copy of Phoenix Rising still sealed.
Damn. Yeah.
Was that 3 years now? 3 years ago.
Is that game 3 years old?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because I haven't been here a year. It's only about a year. Maybe a year and a half.
That's more like it.
But yeah, I still have a sealed copy of Phoenix Rising.
Phoenix Rising.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, so we're meant to be £110, but we're on sale. I mean, I used to be a sucker for sales, Belch. I really did. I mean, we got a sale on at the moment, apparently, on the PlayStation. Which it's another set of open world games, which I am going to start streaming. Yeah, Far Cry series is a really, really good series. And Chris, thank you so much for coming by and sharing and giving us time. Yeah, good to speak to you again, man.
Yeah, man. You guys.
Catch you later.
All right. All right, I'll fill you in what happens next week.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, if you're available, because I know this was a little bit on the hop.
It was.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Hop, hop.
Bye, it's Chris.
Hop, hop, hop. Bye, Chris.
Aid.
Ta-ra.
Hello.
Aid, it's your stay. It's your turn. It's your turn.
My turn for what?
Yeah, your turn to tell us what you've been doing all week.
Working.
No, from what I hear, when I was making coffee, which I might go and get another one, but from what I hear, while you were making coffee, you've semi-retired.
I have semi-retired, yeah. You're right, I have.
What's going on?
I do 3 days a week now.
Nice.
Rather than the usual 4. So,
is it affordable?
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
Damn, dude. That's living the life.
Yeah.
But then,
well.
is it like because of health reasons and stuff like that?
Well, it's health reasons as well, yeah.
Right.
But it's I've been doing it 3 weeks now, and yeah, it's the missus says I'm happier.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I can understand that. I don't think anybody, unless you're in a job that you enjoy. And especially, I don't think there's many jobs that we're in that we enjoy. It's just because we have to do it because, survive.
Well, yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah.
So you got a little bit more time to yourself, but do you know what you want to do with yourself?
Well,
I mean, you've come to a bridge where a lot of us want to get to.
Yeah, the thing is, I still have to work,
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm happy doing what I'm doing.
I mean, obviously, if Shirley's saying that you are a lot happier than what you've been, that it's doing something for you. Belch is saying happiness makes the world evolve, not money. Yep. Money does not make you happy.
Well, this is also true. But
you can have all the money in the world and be still miserable, or even depressed.
Well, it's true because, yeah, with a lot of money comes a lot of pressure. You see, so
good. Yeah,
you're thinking, if I get, you've got to be happy with what you got.
Yeah, you definitely got to be happy with what you got and be used to what you've got, because then everything else is a little bit of a bonus.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I've just forked out car insurance, car tax, car MOT, although the MOT, I didn't have half the issues than what my brother did. My car just went straight through. First time my car that I've ever owned went straight through an MOT without any issues. And the tax, so all of that is paid up for a year. But now my rental agreement on this place here, I paid a year up front, so I've been not paying rent for a year because I didn't have to because I paid it all in one lump sum, has now finished, and now I'm going to feel the pinch of an extra $550 for the rent and stuff like that, which I haven't budgeted for when I was first here for the first year.
Right. Okay.
So that's going to be a nice little culture shock for me, and I'll be a little bit over paranoid with it at first. I'll be honest with you. I'll be like, we're not going out for coffee. I can't afford it. But then again, it's £6 for a delicious coffee that, for the most part, I live with my daughter. So seeing the look on her face, because she loves coffee and she loves food and she's a foodie and stuff like that, it's way to her heart. And seeing her happy and reactions and stuff like that, and the subjects of the result of the subject that comes from drinking that particular coffee is just worth £6, So
yeah,
I'm not gonna penny pinch, but I'm gonna be a little bit more aware that here comes the test. Can I actually survive here, pay rent, and also not make money from the wages side of things, but keep it level so that it just goes up, down, up,
right,
down,
yeah,
up, down,
yeah.
And it doesn't steadily climb. Was this so? Okay. If people around me are happy, then I'm happy, and that's how I view life. Yeah, you see someone miserable. It was one of those things that we, because Aid is a bus driver as well, and I've been a bus driver that, you can imagine getting on a bus and this miserable bus driver opens the door. Now, we've got notorious reputation for being miserable as bus drivers, but there are reasons why some of the bus drivers display that and forget about what they should be displaying, because this is your fifth person now that's got on the bus without the wrong money and asked if it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's not okay. And then they would be like, but so can I get on then? It's like, if it's not okay, do you think you can get on? Well, I don't know. Is it? Is that? No, it's not. It's not. I actually refused people that were coming up 2 cents short back in the States. Now, that might seem a little bit harsh, but the thing is, that 2 cents will go to 25 cents. Then it'll be 50 cents. Then it'll be, I'm short of like $1, or I'm short of my fare. Is it okay to pay tomorrow, Sean? And it will get out of control. If you keep consistent all the way through, and you be a hard ass like, I'm one penny or 1 cent short, Sean. Is it okay? And there's this guy, I'm notoriously well known for it as being a hard ass, that I refused a guy who came on my bus with 1 cent short, and it was freezing cold and it was snowing, and I said no. I didn't give him a ride because he was 1 cent short. But that's the thing. If I say, yeah, it's fine, all these people that are on my bus are looking at me going, well, why did we have to pay full fare then if you're going to let him on for 1 cent short? Now, if I let everybody on for 1 cent short, we'll probably be about 25 cents down per run. Will add up. Yeah. And it will, it will snowball. So, in effect, I saved myself. And then, this was the thing, though. This was the thing that really made me make the decision of no. The passenger would go, he said, well, other drivers let me do it. I was like, okay, so other drivers have let you do this in the past, so you should know and learn. So you're actually taking advantage of the fact that you are short, and you know that you're going to get on the bus. Well, guess what? You're not. So, yeah, I was a hard ass for that.
Yeah.
That goes back to miserable people. I for one wouldn't, and I have been on our buses back in the States with miserable drivers, and I want to get off that bus and get to my destination as quick as I possibly can and not have any interaction, because you don't know what you're going to get. So when you get somebody and you open the door to a passenger, it's like, hey, good morning, how you doing? Or they'll be like, hey, Sean, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. What can we do for you? You go, say yes, we're good, and then go straight in. And so it puts them into the flow of paying or asking what they want to ask, and then okay, yep, no problem, jump in the back. We'll be there in about 5 minutes. We're probably running a bit, a little bit late. So we're running a bit 5 minutes late. So, just a heads up. And that's it. That's it. So you've done the greeting. You've done the motivation or the movement of what's coming next from them. So it kind of puts the ball back in their court. The ball's in our court now. And it's like, okay, thanks very much. Jump in the back. So then you've thrown the ball back in their court. And that's exactly what they do. It's kind of a mind control thing. But they're really happy because it's really been convenient, it's been fast and everything like that, and you're happy. Instead of like opening the door and going, what do you want now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't want your bus, this is the wrong bus.
Oh, it's like today. Because we're short drivers, lots of buses have been cancelled today.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So did you have to stand in today?
No, I just did mine.
You were on shift today. Okay.
I was on shift today, yeah. Mm-hmm. But the amount of passengers you go, where's this bus? Why is this bus cancelled? Why is it? Because there are no drivers, and that's basically it. Because there are no drivers. Yeah. Well, it's not really good enough, is it? Well, what do you expect me to do? Magic drivers out my arse?
Yeah.
I don't think so. What's going to happen, I'm afraid.
So I have the similar sort of situation with the weather, when the buses are late and stuff like that. Oh, you're late, Sean. Why are you late? And it's pouring it down with snow. Right? We're talking blizzard. We're talking 2 foot snow on the roads or something like that. And it's like, yeah, bus is a bit late. Sean, are you all right? And I was like, look, as I'm spreading my arms going look at the weather,
I'm not particularly okay, but there you go.
No, I'd be happy as a sandboy because I'm still in control of it. Even though we're running late, we're still running. I've still got people going. I haven't had lunch. In fact, we lost all our lunch breaks, so it was like eat it while you could. If you had like 5 minutes before the next load of people coming on, that you would have a quick fruit bar or packet of crisps or even go to the toilet, or you had 5 minutes to do either a smoke, go to the toilet, or have something to eat. And usually if you're clever enough, you would go to the toilet first real quick, unless it was a number 2. That's kind of difficult to rush because that would be messy. So you go to the toilet quickly, you come outside and you have a smoke while you're eating a bar. There you go. So you get all of it in, but you have to be really, really cool with your management. And if you've got like 2 toilets and both people are in there because all the drivers come in at the same time, so they all need to go to a pee quick, or they need to then make up or something like that, and you can't go to the toilet, you're going to have to cross your legs and have that smoke anyway. Seriously. And then the next time round, you're going to need to go for a pee, so you'll go so fast and then you'll have a smoke in relief. It's always spread happiness. That's why I like your streams. You spread happiness through your positivity and body language. Do you know what? I feel a little bit more positive now I'm not doing video games because I probably was following a very strict line of trying to find things and using guides and stuff like that, and not being myself in ad-libbing it. I think my better game streams were when you didn't need to use a guide and stuff and you could actually just go straight in, or if it was just community nights because you just ad-lib the whole lot. Whereas building Lego, all I have to do is look at an instruction and build the thing, and there is no massive concentration to it where you can divert all of that concentration I would have had in a game because you're focused on the screen, you're missing the chat, you're doing everything else like that, and actually putting it back in to responding to people's chats and stuff like that, Belch. So I feel a lot more positive doing this kind of thing than what I did with the gaming side of things, which is kind of bizarre because I used to love gaming. And I don't know if I'm scared to pick up a game again and see if I get caught back in it. Maybe. But I just don't have the time for it. I have either time for eBay, or I have time for gaming, or I have time for YouTube. Now, YouTube and eBay at the moment are my things. They are. I try to get 2 videos out a week, which I've done again this week. That's what I've been up to. I did two videos. One on the second part of my investment, and the other one was an unboxing video. I kind of like unboxing videos because, you know, you kind of suspect what it is, but you kind of still get excited about it in front of everybody else, and everybody else gets excited about it because, you know, the old vintage Lego that we got this week had quite a few comments. I was like, damn, that's really old Lego. Or the job that my dad did on the paint removal off the weapons of my Star Wars stuff, and everybody was like, good job, Dad, you know, all that kind of thing. That is really cool positive interaction with everybody else as well as. And I think that ad-libbing and everything, I got bid for the win. This auction can be ends in 9 minutes. Is this the Lego that I'm bidding on some Lego. It's got a hell of a lot of printed parts. It's sitting at £33 at the moment. It's got 9 minutes left. I don't know if I can show you this, but that is a whole load of Lego. A whole load of Lego. And it started off at £3, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take that. Even if it's like £7 or £8 postage. It's got 9 minutes left. I do want to win it, but I have to play the game. I do want to win it. It's 3 kilos of Lego. So the average price for Lego is £10, £9 per kilo. That's what most people pay. So because this is like 3 kilos, people are willing to go up to 30, 35, maybe 35. At the moment, it's sitting at 33. I don't think anybody would be willing to go to 40 for it. But what it has is a ton of printed parts, ton of vintage console printed parts, all sorts of bits and pieces, front headlights, money, printed parts of cars, and all sorts of other things in there. There's a lot in this 3 kilos of Lego. Did it go up? No, not yet. What's going on? My Lego ends in 14 minutes. It's got no bids on it yet, but it's the Gungan Patrol that I have, which is up there. Slightly damaged box, but it's up £30 because people are paying £30 for them loose. So you're getting the loose and the box. You can open the box if you want. You still got them loose for £30, no problem. I'm hoping maybe it's going to get 50. We'll see, because it still has the box. It's still unopened, so it's still virgin. It's, you know, people can still break that packet open and have instruction guides that are pristine, that kind of thing. The box is, to a collector, it's not going to be worth much, but to for a box for someone who's collecting Star Wars stuff and collecting Lego, and, you know, aren't overly too fussed, because there are a lot of people that cannot afford the pristine stuff, so they'll take second best, which is what this is. Maybe it will probably get some sort of interest. Was it funny you say that? I did my first stream earlier around midday, and it made me feel positive. I feel like streaming is a good way to release tension. It is. I created the idea that I wanted to play open world games and then review them. Nice. Okay. I know that I'm going to make a profit. No, I know I'm not going to make a profit or any money at all, but I found a sense of happiness, and I felt like that came from across in my tone of voice. Yes, as a streamer, if you're like down in the dumps or you're not excited about something, now let's face it, I'm more excited about Lego than games. Always have been. It's just that I've only seen one streamer on Twitch doing Lego building, and I was like, man, I would love to do that. I never even thought about building Lego, but who would want to watch someone build Lego? Well, people who like Lego, or people who just like chatting to you, because now it's kind of freed me up to chat to everybody. I don't have to worry about racing or, I mean, an action fight or something like that I can't chat to anybody at the moment. That kind of thing. I can just put a piece of Lego on top of Lego, look at the screen and chat to you guys. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the reason why my videos are a lot longer than what they maybe could be. Because of the chat, because a lot of people do this stuff that they're not doing it live stream, so their videos are about 20 minutes long, which is kind of the average that you should do your YouTube video. And we were like, what is it, 2 hours 14 minutes into this, but this is supposed to be intended to be a listening podcast type thing. So going back to what you were saying, Belch, profit I found a sense of happiness came across in my voice. Unlike you, I don't show my face, and I feel like that takes away the pressure of streaming. However, I do feel like I'm limiting my views through not showing my face. In my opinion, if I play a third-person open-world game, then I feel like the absence of the camera does also help, so that the viewers envision myself as main character. Yeah, especially first-person games with a camera in the corner can break that ambience for you and the viewer. But for the most part, I mean, I would have camera up because of facial reaction. Because a lot of people would be like, especially if I played a horror game, when I played Outlast and the Resident Evil games and stuff like that, that they first saw, you know, they knew there was a jump scare coming and they wanted to see the reaction. And there was one where I almost fell off my chair, which was brilliant in Outlast. It was a guy that was in a wheelchair, and you walk past him and you try and provoke him. You try and get some sort of reaction because you know that something's going to happen, and it don't. Then you go into a room, you solve a puzzle, you come out the door the other side, because this room has two doors in a corridor. You come out the other side, and the guy who was in the wheelchair is behind you, so you kind of walk past him in the room, you come back out of the room, and now you're in front. Now you've got to do something to another door, and you've completely forgotten everything you've done, like you've done the puzzle and everything like that, and you completely forget about the guy in the wheelchair, and inevitably now you're forced to walk past him, and the fucker jumps at you. Excuse my French. He jumps at you, and because you tried to provoke it, you're thinking, okay, yeah, so it's you know, it's just ambient, it's just there, it's not supposed to do anything. And yeah, because you've forgotten everything, because you've now been ahead in a few other bits and pieces that you've done, and then you come past the guy again, and then he goes, grabs you, and it's like, oh. The other one that freaked me out, which was good for camera, was Resident Evil Village. I think it was, yeah, is it Village? Where the granny moves around the house. Like every scene, you kind of go through a door and the granny is up the top on a balcony in a wheelchair, another wheelchair. And then you go out, you do a puzzle, you come back, and the granny's gone from that balcony. Uh-oh. Okay, so this Lego that's a timer for this Lego, because I really want to win this. So let's see if we can win this. I do really want to win this. It's at 2 minutes. I can do live broadcast if you guys want to see it. But I'm doing 2 minutes. It's got 1 minute and 51 seconds now. To see if we can win it. So if I do profile, actually I got set. Oh look, now there's the page for PlayStation. That's what I was trying to get last time. Never mind. So we'll go just chatting. I'll go set up the window first. eBay and outbid. Yeah. This shouldn't give too much information away, I would have thought. And I do that. So, tell me if it is a screen inside a screen inside a screen inside a screen, like you're looking into a mirror, into a mirror, into a mirror. So we're going to do this. Oh. Okay. Is it this one? Oh, why am I not? This should be. That's interesting. Why is it showing? Alright, so it shouldn't be showing that. It should be showing. No. Shouldn't be showing that. Oh. Or maybe I can't. Maybe I can't share it.
Maybe.
Window capture. Have a quick look. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this. So Belch is asking, how's Assassin's Creed Odyssey coming, Aid? I see eBay.
Yeah.
You do. You see a small screen of it though.
I spy eBay.
Osprey, eBay. Okay. So. Oh, it's ended.
Oh, you missed it.
No. Oh, I just missed it. God damn it! After I tried. Oh well. Oh well. How much did it sell for in the end? 42 quid. Damn. Well, poo. Well, I wasn't going to go I won't go 42 quid on it though, because like I say, the value of it is usually £10, the most, per kilo. It's 3 kilos, so that went £12 over the expected thing. That's because of the printed parts, and you could have made your money back easy by just using a few of those printed parts and still had a bunch left over, plus a bunch of Lego stuff. So it would have really been a good investment, but at 42 quid, I'm a little bit short. I can afford 42 quid, but it would tie up quite a lot of money for maybe something that's going to come down the line. If I get a couple of more payouts this week, I might end up with about 200 quid or something like that I could go and do some serious damage with, or get something nice for myself. Because when I get to about a couple of hundred quid, I would certainly buy a kit for myself to do a build on and stuff like that. Not all of it investment, because a lot of Lego hobbyists and investors actually use some of that investment to fund their Lego building hobby. So
their Lego habit.
Yeah, no, I'll get them next time. No, so that's the thing. It's not the last thing that you're going to see. It's not the last time you're going to see that particular item. It might be the last time you're going to see all those printed parts for a while. I mean, that was a really darn good deal, but at 42 quid, I think you're overstretching it. Even though you've got like all those printed parts in it, to me, a kilo of Lego, £10, yeah. So it's 3 kilos, 30. I would have gone 35. But as it happens, it went 42. So, wow. And that started at £3. So you can imagine putting on something like expensive, like, I don't know, my vintage ATAT, which I'm scared. It's on at 200, where it's on at 199.99, right? So almost 200 quid. I'm scared to put it on for £1 and see if it gets the bids that it gets. Because there are some people out there that will put and I've watched people put a 1970s, 1980s AT-AT on eBay for £1 and get 500 for it. Because you're getting the interest because it's so cheap.
Yeah.
And it attracts a lot of people because like, heck yeah, there's someone who's selling an AT-AT for £1. I'm going to go in there and chip in. And because now you've got like maybe 7 or 8 people interested in it, that you may get a bid war on it. Hence why you're going to get 500 quid. And you owe me 500 quid.
You, what a complete bust.
Oh, a complete bastard. So Belch, Belch is asking Aid how Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Odyssey is going.
It's going all right.
Okay.
It's going okay. I'm level 51 now.
Ooh,
and
nice.
Yeah.
You got the trophy for 50 then. Hey.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Don't as much rejoicing.
I'm not so much rejoicing, yeah. And I'm in trouble killing the Cyclops. That's giving me trouble at the moment.
Okay. How many times have you tried the Cyclops?
3 or 4 times.
Okay.
It's giving me trouble. Every time it just gets me.
Yeah, Belch is saying shoot it in the eyes. So
it's easier said than done.
You definitely have to shoot it in the eyes. If you have the slow down time skill, it is imperative that the slow down skill is needed because you're going to need it for Medusa. I almost beat it without the slow down time. That's why I beat it on the second run. And yeah, Belch is saying, and he's right, you've got to have a ton of arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, you need loads of fire arrows and you need a load of death arrows. Normal arrows aren't going to cut it. These sharp arrows are pretty good as well, but the death arrows, which you don't get an awful lot of, fire arrows you can get a lot of, but yeah, you need to invest in a lot of fire and death arrows, which will be your best thing. Now, I think that was actually appropriate, Belch, having it in capitals. Because you're like, shoot it in the eyes! Yeah, the slow down time thing will allow you to shoot it in the eyes a couple of times before dodging.
Yeah.
I didn't have too much of an issue with that. But your key weapon for any of the epic or legendaries is bow.
Yeah.
So putting all your skills into bows as well, or skill points into bow, or draw power, damage on that particular arrow and that kind of thing. All those multipliers. Also look at your armor set as well. See what kind of bonuses it's giving you.
Right. Okay.
Because armor set does make a difference. Used to love that game. Yeah, but the game was pretty good actually.
It's a good game.
The Lego did not go. It says try lowering your price by £3. No, I know it's worth £29. In fact, it's probably worth a bit more because people are buying them loose for £29. And yes, I got a damaged box, but I'm not selling the box. I'm selling the contents. So I know it goes for £29. I ain't dropping the price. I'll just relist it, £29. In fact, I might list it at £35, just to make people who are watching it go, God damn it, I should have got it earlier.
That'll teach him.
Yep. I may even put it at 40, just to be
Woo!
ridiculous. Or 4,000. Shall I put it at 4,000 just for a laugh?
£4,000.
People, yeah, people will probably think it's gold, and they've got to have it because it's £4,000. There are people out there like that, aren't there? They're like, oh my God, it's so expensive. There must be something really cool about it. No, it's a dented box of Lego. I will ship it like it's gold. You know, £4,000 for a first class letter, because I'll crush the box and put it in a jiffy bag for you. No, I wouldn't. But yeah, £4,000. Can you imagine if I sold that Lego set for £4,000?
Nice.
I'd be putting like what, 3,000 back into savings and 1,000 into investment, and I would probably take a percentage of that 1,000 and I would definitely buy the UCS Millennium Falcon and open it. People would be like, "Why are you opening it? Why not?" Because
why not? Exactly.
it would be so difficult to sell it.
Yeah.
Because people who can afford it have already bought it.
This is true.
At £600 set, not many people, average Joe, can afford it. People might be able to get it on installments.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you get it on installments, then you're probably going to invest in it. Why are you going to invest in it? Because
then again, if I had £600, I'd probably buy a PlayStation 5. But that's just me.
Yep. So yeah, I probably get a little bit more enjoyment out of building a massive Lego model than
I'm sure you would.
owning a console that I'm not going to play many games on. So I'm already selling my PlayStation 3 stuff. Been selling my PlayStation 3 games. Right. Yeah. Aid, carry on. What else you been doing? So you've been working. You're semi-retired.
I've renamed my cat. Okay.
So it's not Eric anymore.
Well, he's Eric, but he's called Eric, the £82 a month cat.
£82 a month cat. Is this insurance or is this just vet bills in general?
Insurance. No, that's insurance. £82 a month, nearly £1,000 a year to insure it.
What?
I know.
How come you put him on at £82?
It's not. It goes up every year because he gets older and older. Because he's like 15 and a half now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he keeps having operations on his teeth, so they keep putting the price up.
Oh, because you use the insurance and the premium goes up, right? Just like car insurance, you have a bump, your insurance will go. Gotcha. Yep. Can you just not have him removed? There you go, Eric.
Or have him removed.
Have him removed. No, his teeth. Just have his teeth removed and go. There you go, Eric. Now grow.
Oh yeah, a gummy cat.
Yeah, there you go. Toots was a gummy cat. He used to just gum on birds, and the birds would be like scared as shit until they realised that
the birds are going, seriously, hurry up, I ain't got all day.
And then they'd shake off the dribble and fly off.
Yeah, so thanks for that.
Exactly. Thanks for the bath. I needed that.
Yeah, thanks for that. Cheers.
The gummed up bird. And they're all probably on a tree, looking at Toots, going, "All right, you go first. All he's going to do is gum you." So and they're all laughing while the other one's getting gummed, and then come back and it's like, "That looks fun. I'm going to go next." Get gummed, and then, a claw goes into your artery, and that's it.
I see you.
Yeah, because he's still got claws. The cat's got claws.
Yeah.
All right, so £82 a month cat.
Oh God, yeah, tell me about it. Yeah.
That will be a decision where when you actually go, right, we're not paying £82 a month again, and then it's like a life and death shit, and you'd be like, you wish you had it.
No, we are going to pay it. We're going to keep paying it because he's old.
Yeah.
So.
Are you going to get another cat?
No.
So you free up £82 a month. You could go.
Yeah,
then you could definitely get your PlayStation 5 in like a month or two.
The vet says he's like, we did blood tests on him, and she had to check his age because he's like,
because they
heart.
Yeah.
He's got the heart and lungs of a 9-year-old, so
Yep.
he's going to carry on for a while yet.
Yep. Yeah, Toots had
So,
a strong heart, but his eyes went his eye went bloodshot on one side, so that's why I was taking him in. And as the vet was examining his other eye burst, the behind his eye burst, so he was blind, and that was no life for him. And unbeknown for me, when I went to the vets, that I was going to be coming back empty-handed forever.
yeah, it's sad when it happened.
Yeah, I certainly wasn't ready for it, and I don't think maybe Toots was. I actually
Maybe.
felt proud about the fact that when he was injected and he was on the table there, and then he was in my arms stroking him, and he was purring, and I always felt good about that. I always felt that he went out, purring. But and I
Yeah.
found out that cats purr when they're fucking nervous. So the poor thing's probably bricking it, knowing that he's going to be dying, panicking like hell, and there I am feeling good about it. Oh, and now I feel awful when I found out that cats purr when they're nervous. Fact. So, yeah, don't make a cat purr.
But they also purr when they're happy.
Oh yes, yeah. They definitely do, but they talk more when they purr when they're happy. Whereas it's just like you got that constant flow of constant rhythm of purring. That's they're happy, and they usually kind of talk when you're stroking them and stuff, or you make them head bump your hand and stuff like that. But if it's like inconsistent one, it's probably because they're nervous. But I was like, oh dear. So what else? Other than pet insurance, anything else, Aid? I mean, you got a bit of free time coming up because of the semi-retirement and stuff. Have you been thinking about what you want to do with that time?
At the moment, my time is taking up with wedding planning and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Even though you don't want
At the
anything to
moment.
do with it.
Well, I know, but I still have to be involved.
Of course you do. Of course you do. It's just that it's been going on way too long.
It's going, and it's only it's only 6 weeks now. So
Yep.
6 weeks. It's only 6 weeks. After that, it can fuck off forever.
don't have any other daughters that are going to get married.
No,
How many
No.
daughters have you actually got, Aid? It's about 3, isn't it?
2.
Oh, is it 2?
But the other one doesn't want a big wedding, so that's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Coral and Kelly, isn't it? It's Kelly
Yeah.
that's getting married. And I am actually attending.
Whee!
Woohoo.
We know.
Not quite sure the process of going over there, where I'm staying and stuff. Looking at coming down the day
Yeah.
before the wedding.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think-
yeah.
I think Paul's
We're gonna
going to be
sort out-
down there, so I might try and see if I can roll down with Paul.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll probably have his mobile home or something like that. If he doesn't go, I would maybe. I mean, it's going to be chaotic over your place because, like, the bride getting ready
Yeah,
and
well,
everything like that.
We'll get you a hotel room. Don't worry.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, how far away from Bedford are you?
About 80 miles. 80 miles.
Okay, so over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that I could probably stay over Dad's, which is not a problem, and then run on over.
Well, it's a bit. Okay.
Chris,
That's what you want to do.
Chris is well. I'm just thinking of plans, thinking of ideas and stuff like that. A hotel room's going to be costly as it is.
No, it's not. It's not going to cost that. It's not going to cost that much. And we're getting one for Chris as well. So
Oh, are you?
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So what are we looking at? Like 80, 100?
Like, it's like a travel lodge or something. It's not going to be expensive.
Oh, like 50 then.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to cost you anything, so don't worry about it.
Oh, it's not going to cost us anything.
No,
Are
we
you
don't
putting
pay.
up quite a few guests in the travel lodge then, or?
Who knows? Who knows what I'm doing? I just
You just do it.
every
Just nodding.
exactly every day just is always is something else. So
Oh,
I,
yeah, there always is. There always is. I
I
mean,
just go with it.
can you imagine what or Shirley's parents or people that were involved in Shirley's side of the family and that lot for your wedding? Can you imagine? Now you kind of know what they're going through and stuff like that.
No, because I did it. We did most of that ourselves.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, they have paid the most of it because it is their wedding, so they've paid most of it.
Yeah.
But it's just every day.
Traditionally, it's the bride's father that pays, isn't it?
Yeah, and the bride's father, her father hasn't paid a damn thing. He hasn't. He's not paid a damn thing.
Oh well.
I know. It's just ridiculous. It all falls to me.
All falls to you. But that's like tradition, isn't it, bride?
Well, no, because her real father, I'm not stepfather, aren't I? So her father,
Oh, yeah, okay. No, I get you. No. I get you.
yeah,
I get you.
he's not paid a damn thing. He's not paid a damn
Well,
thing.
that's kind of shocking because they are in touch, aren't
It
they?
is shocking. Yeah, he's just, oh,
They are in touch.
I'm poor. I'm not poor, David. Just put your hand in your pocket, you cheapskate. But
Is he going to be at the wedding?
he's going to be at the wedding. Yeah, he's going to be there.
I haven't
wandering,
seen him in donkeys.
wandering, take all the credit.
But probably,
know,
yes. Like, jolly good Joe, David. You put on a wonderful show. And you'll be like,
Right, fuck this idea.
where's the beer tab? Goes puts £1,000 on the beer tab and it's like, right, I'm using it all. Everybody bugger off.
Yeah, it's mine. Yeah.
Yep. I'll have this amount of packet of crisps, this amount of peanuts. We get some cake. And that's before we even start on the beer. Sorted. So anything else other than obviously the wedding's going to take up time. So you're going to have a lot of time available after that. Has it
Yeah.
occurred to you how much time you're going to have? And have you
I'm hoping to have.
got some little plans?
Well, hopefully. But until that's actually finished,
You're not really looking
I'm not
ahead
looking
or
on
anything?
No, I'm not. No, it's
Okay.
just going to be.
Anything that you would like to do? What would you like to touch on?
Well. Speaking of weddings, in September, it's our 25th wedding anniversary.
Ah, so you're going to be throwing a party.
Well, I don't know about that, but apparently the kids are going to pay for us to go away somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, but I don't know where or when. So.
But that doesn't matter. That's the whole surprise about it, isn't it? It's got to be something that's related to you guys, or that you guys have been to once before, or you enjoy, or you've talked about going to all your life. That we're going to be sending you to Dubai. Woo!
Woo! I don't think so, somehow. But so yeah, I've got that to forward to. That's going to be. I never thought I'd make it to 25 years, but there you go.
It's really good going, mate. Really good going. Not many people make it to the 50. I mean, that's a feat because like you meet somebody roughly around about 16, 18. If you're going in a long, steady thingy, then you'll make it to 50. But most of us like meet someone around about in the 30s, and that's 30 years of your life gone down. So you need to be making it to 80 years old to get your 50th anniversary.
I don't. 50 is going to be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
25.
it's a really thing. Yeah, no, 25.
25.
25 is brilliant. That's 25 years has gone so fast though.
I know, isn't it?
I was like, that's our half of our lifetime that you've been married to Shirley.
I know.
That is crazy. Because what, you're 53?
I'm 53 this year, yeah.
Yeah. You're 53. Shirley, is
It's
Shirley
not
older
quite-
than you or younger than you?
Yeah, she is, yeah. She is.
She's younger than you.
No, she's older.
Oh, no, that's right, because she's 50. What's she, 56?
56, yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, 53, 25 years. So, what, you were 28, 27 when you met?
Yeah, when we got married, I was 27.
And you met each other like a couple of years before that.
Well, we've known it for years before that.
So, well, yes, because you've been in a friendly family for like forever. But
yeah,
that is half your lifetime.
yeah. Well, it's nearly half my lifetime. Yeah,
Yeah, that's amazing.
I know.
The other half of your lifetime, you've spent buggering around, jamming people in windows, giving the finger to cops, throwing fish and chips,
Guilty.
dancing drunk in golf clubs and festivals.
Yeah, guilty.
Racing cars at the fastest
Guilty.
speed you could probably go at, backwards.
Extremely guilty.
Razzing cars around car parks and trying to make it drift.
And make it drift.
Yeah, that XR3i, remember that?
Oh yeah, that was fucking. Fuck me, yeah. That was
when you were working at Tesco's.
Yeah, that was fucking mental. That car.
Yeah, it was.
Hell.
It looked really, really nice, but it wasn't an XR3i, was it? It was just a. Oh no, it was the XR3i, wasn't it?
It was an XR3i, yeah. It was.
Yeah, it wasn't the RS.
It wasn't the RS version, yeah. No. It was just. Oh god.
That was a car.
That thing was fucking lethal.
Yeah. There's a four.
It fucking was. It was fucking lethal.
What else have we been guilty of? Getting thrown out of shops.
You name it, we've done it.
I eat Tandy.
Yeah, are you going to stand all day? Are you going to fight or are you going to stand there all day?
No, was it?
We're going to stand there all day.
Are you deaf as well as stupid? Oh, and then getting what is it? Going into Chris's electronics boot? No, not electronics boutique. What was it? Something Software Plus or something.
Yeah,
and almost getting him thrown out, and he was working. That was funny. That was funny. We almost got him fired. I mean, we've done so much in that earlier part of the lifetime, and now what we've done in our later, more recent half of our lifetime is like surviving, basically. Because the first part, I'd love to go back to the first part and just have fun and not worry about surviving so much. And that, back in the day, you were good looking and you had all your teeth. Slimmer, or you had more hair.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
all that stuff, and the chicks were hot. There you go.
Yeah.
And the records were good.
Going into the Chinese and saying, "I want chicken ding."
Oh, I want chicken ding. I throw you out.
You take
come running out with a not a machete, a fucking meat cleaver.
Yeah, you take the piss.
You take up the piss, we got a fucking chicken ding. Yep, run like fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Run like fun. Get the fuck out.
Yep, run, Luke, run. Anything else, Aid? Hey, have you got anything forecast for next week? Is there something that looking forward to, or you have to do that you're not looking forward to? That's coming up next week.
I'm all right. I'm okay. I've been watching Picard, and
right.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. The annoying thing is that it's putting it on weekly instead of putting the whole thing on one go.
Yeah.
So but so far it's good. It's good.
Is it? Are you on the first season or you're on the second season?
I'm on the second season. Yeah, halfway through the second season now.
I honestly, when it first came out, I didn't think it was going to have a second season because they were going to just wrap it all up.
No, it's going to have 3 seasons apparently.
Right. Is it a second season that 7 of 9's in it, or is that the first season?
Yeah, no, she's in the first season as well.
Oh, okay.
You see, so
And she actually plays a darn good part as well.
yeah, she's
7 of 9.
so in the second season,
she's a lot more professional, isn't she?
In the second season, well, no, actually, I won't tell you because
I will eventually get around to watching it at some point.
Yeah.
What I've been watching is, and I'm actually enjoying it. I avoided it like the plague when it was on TV for the first time, and that was Poldark.
Oh, Poldark. Mm-hmm. Oh, right, okay.
I started to get into that because I'm actually enjoying the story of rags to riches. It's really quite cool. It never appealed to me because it's like period drama and stuff like that, but I get like 40 minutes before I go to bed. Get in from work, stick on Netflix, pick what the next show is going to be, and yesterday was Poldark and I enjoyed it. Am I getting that old? I'm enjoying Poldark.
Well, I don't think age has got anything to do with it, is it? If you like stuff, you like stuff. Doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah, but I never really used to watch that much TV, and now I'm like trying to watch at least a show after work to go to bed, you know. And yeah, Poldark. I added it to my list. Oh, excuse me. Added it to my list of Netflix, and it came up, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch this. This will be enjoyable to close my eyes to. And I actually, the first episode was like, oh, okay, this isn't too bad. And then the episode I watched before yesterday was quite a while back, and I really wanted to watch it, but because it wasn't coming up, that's not how I watch things.
Right.
So I get a little bit diverse with all the shows that get a chance to have a look. Last Airbender, Good Girls, Girlfriends, which is pathetic, Hellbound, Warrior Nun. There is a few more. The something Adventures of Sabrina, which is like the Teenage Witch, but it's not. Comedy.
Okay.
It's not comedy. It's raunchy, dark shit. And Poldark, and I was like, hey, okay, and things have happened early in Poldark that I was like, ooh, I wonder what's happening next. So I couldn't wait to see the next one, and eventually it came round, and I enjoyed it.
Excellent. Right, okay.
So for my forecast, I'm going to get another 2 videos out YouTube, because I like to say I want to try and get 2 videos out a week plus this one as well. The what we did in the week, because I think these on Saturday are really, really cool to do because we get to chat a lot.
Yeah.
Hello, Lorelei. Long time no see. I hope you're well. And so we're talking about what we did this week. We've been doing that for about 2 hours and 52 minutes now. 2 hours and 52 minutes of content of talking about what we've done this week. See, a lot of people, this is why I started this. A lot of people were like, okay, so, hey, what did you do this week? Oh, I didn't do much. Well, if you actually think about it, you did an awful lot. Even though you've done work, you go to work and you go to bed. That's instantly what you think of. And then it's like, oh, actually, we did this, or we've paid X amount on pet insurance, like for instance and stuff. You're doing well. It's all or nothing. I changed the name because I'm no longer a trophy hunter. So we took SinnTrophyHunter off, and it's all or nothing. We changed it a while back, and I am looking at changing it again. So heads up for everybody who is just starting to get used to finding us again. I will do better on letting everybody know what it is, but we're looking at Lego side of things, so we're looking at probably Sean's bricks with Sean, or Sean's brick box, or something like that. That's what we're looking at. My wife has actually designed the logo, and it's a very simple logo, but it looks good. I like it.
All right, cool.
Yep. So she was like, "Ooh, can I do the logo?" I was like, "Okay." Well, you know, Nocty's looking at doing the logo as well. He's thrown out a few things, and so there are some logos that he was like, "Yeah, you need to remove that. Someone else has got it. Even delete the name. Don't call yourself Brickbox. People are called Brickbox." It's like, I actually Googled, no, I actually searched on YouTube Brickbox, and you would have thought a channel would have come up with Brickbox. It didn't. So I think he saw me.
All right.
With the logo he designed.
Okay.
He's like, "No, that's not Sean. That's not Sean. That's somebody else called Brickbox. Shit, you better pull out. Delete." So
Right, too late.
we're looking at Bricks with Sean or Sean's Brickbox at the moment.
All right, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but ever since I started streaming, and I saw, I think it was one of your friends actually, Lorelei, maybe, who does Lego builds. She does the really expensive stuff, and I was watching her, and when I first saw that, and I was like, she was doing the James Bond DB5. I was like, I want to build Lego on stream. So I've been edging onto that, and then came out.
All right. Okay.
Is it hard to come up with something completely original? Do you think this is? Do you think that this is kind of original then, Loopy? And welcome. I hope you're doing very well, Loopy. You've been in and out a couple of times now, so it's really good to see you. I think we're building Lego on stream, because Twitch is all about gaming. It was a gaming platform at first, then it was music, and then it was like arts and design, and painting, drawing, that kind of thing, and singing. Singing was good. I'm gonna have to say, Twitch, although unfortunately it's not their fault as such, but they could have done something where they could like buy rights to be able to have people on stream do cover versions of songs. How have I been doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing very well. We've been busy, especially like I was just saying actually, Lorelei, that next week I'm hoping to put out another 2 YouTube videos of Lego builds. I'm hoping builds actually. I've got quite a few sets, old sets. Now we're not talking about like 300-piece sets or 100-piece sets, maybe 50-piece, maybe 80-piece sets. But I've actually tracked down not the original bricks from that set, but the original period of that brick from that set, because Lego changed over the years with either the materials or the construction of it. Being a Lego geek, and the bricks that I've managed to find for this particular build, which is a really old build, all have pat pending inside the bricks. So
nice.
Followage. Yeah, no, that's not up. None of that stuff works, Loopy. No, sorry, Lala. None of that works. I took everything off because I shut everything down, basically, and I haven't actually thought about bringing it all back in. It's not like a usual stream that most people do. I mean, no one subs or anything like that. Maybe I got that turned off as well. But I completely shut the channel down and stopped streaming for a while, and then I was like, you know what? We could actually talk about what we do during the week. So I was asking Chris and a couple of other people if they were interested. Aid was like, yeah, I'm down. So yeah,
I'm down with it.
She's a Loopy and I'm a Lorelei. Oh, okay, I see. You're changing. You're swapping around. She's a Loopy and I'm a Laura now. Laura. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. I will be steadily bringing some stuff back, like, I don't know, some commands. But I'm not out to make money on Twitch. I'm just out to enjoy myself and have good conversation. Okay. There, yeah. Look at you two. Get a room. Oh, you have. Never mind.
Never mind.
So yeah, looking at getting another couple of builds videos out with some period Lego, as well as some of the sets that we managed to complete with orders that we got last week. And we did videos on that, on the Lego investment side of things, the inventory side of things, which are always fun to do. And then what else were we looking at? So making a little bit more money on eBay is what we're looking at doing, and maybe I could adjust a little bit of the front room so that we actually have a front room instead of a storage place. Yeah, you've got looks like you've got a boyfriend. Okay. Okay, I'm okay with that, Loopy Squirrels. Yeah, there you go. I got a boyfriend. Gosh, yes. He looks like it. What have I missed? Everything.
Yep, absolutely everything.
That's what happens when you disappear or something. No, I don't think you missed anything, Belch. Just missed what Aid had been doing and stuff like that.
That's not very interesting. Don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about it.
You're gonna be what?
Don't listen to one.
What's that? GG? Is that? I'll be your dirty something. A little secret, Laura. Oh. You're gonna be a little. Oh, that's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be a little secret. Listen, do. All right. Well, I guess what was it? 2 hours 41 minutes. That's quite a while, and I gotta process this video. Is this a chat? I don't know. Is this turned into a chat roulette? Probably. Between Loopy and Lorelei, two good friends that I haven't seen for a while. Well, I actually seen Loopy for a bit. They came in earlier on. Was I have a boyfriend of 6? Are you talking about it being 6 years old or for 6 years? I'm sure you're talking about for 6 years, not 6 years old boyfriend. Oh, you could. Or is this stupid tablet screen is super sensitive? Oh yeah, no, I think my mobile phone is going the same way there, Loopy. Brand new touchscreen is okay, but now my screen is picking up every single non-touch movement as I put my hand across it. I'm sadly single. Don't be too sad, mate. Don't be too sad. There are some people that wish they weren't single and then they're in married, or they're now not single and they're in hell. So don't be too much of a rush, mate. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy the time of whatever status you have. Facts. Exactly, Loopy. Exactly. There are some people that wish they hadn't done what they done. And there are some people that wish they could have what other people have. I think everybody's married. That's it. Married. I'm married.
I am.
Yeah, everybody's married. Except for Belch.
25 years, nearly.
Yeah, you got your 25-year anniversary coming up. So this is your anniversary is coming up this year.
Yeah.
In September.
In September, yeah.
That's when we got married as well. We got married September the 11th. No, September the 3rd. How am I always saying it's September the 11th? It's September the 3rd we got married. You're going to lurk again? Yeah, no problem, Belch. We're going to sign off. What's that? I love the torture I receive. You two, seriously. Love it. I love it. It's a shame that you guys joined a little bit later, but I'm sure you have reasons because you got busy and stuff. Or you guys just woke up because you guys are in the States, if I remember rightly. And we're going to close out. So this is the closeout for YouTube. Folks, thank you so much for coming by and putting up with our pub banter yet again. Big thank you to Chris, DJ, Goffy DJ, who had to make an earlier exit because he's doing stuff for friends because he's such a good guy that he can't say no to anybody. And a big thank you to DJ Reanimator, aka Aid, who you can hear in the background.
Hello.
There you go. And a big thank you to everybody who's come by, had in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. Make it what it is, as I've always said. If you guys liked what you saw, what you heard, because it's really designed as a podcast to listen to while you're driving on a long drive and stuff, give us a thumbs up or give us a thumbs down. Hit that like button if you kind of like the content or the subjects that we had today, and please feel free to comment below. I'm going to go into the thing that how it helps the channel because everybody knows that already. So yeah, give a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you so much, folks. I will catch you in the next one. Well, everybody says that, don't they? They finish their videos. It's like, I will catch you in the next one, and they do. But is there something else we can come up with? Right, latest potatoes.
Yeah, possibly.